All right, I think they can hear me. Let me enable you guys. Of course, all right. Speak.
Yes. Hello.
All right, they can hear you. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Game Complainers, episode 488. I'm your host, Perry.
Co-host Anthony.
And Frank.
And tonight we're paying a little tribute. I found out last week my father passed, and I am playing clips of games that he pretty much played. And I have his favorite team and colors. What are they? Las Vegas Raiders now?
Uh, I don't know actually. They used to be Oakland, right?
Yeah, they used to be Oakland, but I think they're Las Vegas now.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got the shirt. We got the background. Tomorrow I have to go to the wake, and Friday is the funeral. But we're pretty much going to talk about, like these games that he played, which I have on the screen here. I recorded them. This is a 10-yard fight on the NES. Funny story. My mom gave my dad money to buy a game. She's like, buy a game you'll both play. Of course, he runs out and buys football, and I didn't want that. What do you think happens? We get home. He plays the game for 5 minutes. He goes, man, this game sucks. It's like, you can't get your money back now. Because I kept telling him to buy a different game. I don't remember what game. And it was not what he expected. So here is 10-yard fight. So, guys in the chat room, thank you. Appreciate it. We have RWK88. We have ACR. We have Stevie Mac. We have The Alchemist. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. We also have gaming news. So we will go in between the clips. So I guess just let's get on with the show.
All right.
Cool.
So you want to just hop into a little bit of news
Yeah,
for
let's
now?
go.
Let's see. Okay. So Sega has acquired Rovio, who the creator of Angry Birds, for $776 million.
So
So
Sega
expect
now owns Angry Birds.
Yeah. I thought as soon as I heard this, I was
Seltzer.
like, this is Seltzer.
There
This
you
is great for them because they also see the writing on the wall with this mobile games thing. So obviously they are putting all their eggs into Angry Birds basket.
Yeah.
So I don't know how this works. I guess they have the rights to the movies probably too in some degree. So
Yeah. Maybe we'll
I mean,
get
I don't know.
Sonic versus Angry Birds.
They're definitely gonna, because they've been making a lot of Sonic mobile games, like Sonic Run and stuff. So
Yeah.
they're just going in that direction.
Well,
They see the
obviously
writing
they
on the
bought
wall.
Ruvio because I told you guys mobile gaming's the future. Whether you guys want to accept it or not. Why do you think Microsoft wants ABK? They want to get into mobile. And you're seeing this now. You're seeing other companies buy other mobile companies. Sega's buying Ruvio. Okay.
Yeah.
They're preparing. They're all preparing to go mobile. You got to enjoy these games while you have them because that's pretty much it, man. Well, I think Anthony's cam link blinked for a second.
Yeah,
It's okay now, but it
you're
blinked really
good.
quick.
That's a
Camo,
lot of
what's
money to
up?
spend on a mobile game too.
Wicker,
So
what's up? They're
Yeah.
not
they're
talking about
going full bore.
Nintendo. They're going up to YouTube. Screw Nintendo. RWK, we miss all you guys. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff, so I haven't really been online. I'm probably not going to be online until maybe Saturday or Sunday. I don't know what's going to happen. Got a busy week. Got a lot of stuff going on. So, obviously. But, yeah, all these companies are going to go mobile. Look at the Redfall deal, man. I mean, that tells you right there they don't care. They really don't care. They could care less.
No, that's really a kick in the face for them to just not even, you have something that's coming out that you want to have, a really good impression on, like the release on the fans, especially when there's not much already, in the pipeline as far as this year. So it's like, I don't know. It's very disappointing to say the least. Just a bummer.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds for games. I do know mobile is the future. That's where they're all going. You know why? You can reach more people playing with mobile games.
It's much cheaper too.
You know, Sony, their exclusive games sell at the end of the day between 9 and 20 million copies. Mobile games, 9 million, 20 people per minute. You know what I mean? So that's where they're going. They're going where the money is. And the money, unfortunately, is not in these big games anymore. And you could say these companies are sabotaging these games. Why put all the time and effort into these games when you're going to sell X amount of copies when you can make a little crappy mobile game and make millions? Practically billions.
Yeah, because again, how many people have spent money on like Candy Crush? Like how many people have spent money on like it's so much. Like you get people in, and once they're in, they're starting to regularly play it, and then they're like, well, fuck, I could just put some money
Microsoft
into
will
this
make all their money back on ABK
just in that,
just in
yeah,
Candy Crush.
yeah. Like it's crazy, man. Like you just said, like it's easy for people. Also, it reaches a demographic of older people that they don't have game consoles, but they have stuff on their
They
phone.
got their phone. Yeah.
And yeah, they don't care. So if they're able to work a smartphone, which obviously like most of them can at this point because that's all there is out there. So it's like just like my parents, like they're in their 60s, but they're forced to kind of use the iPhone or not iPhone, but like any Android or iPhone. Like basically, you're forced into the two. Like you either got to do one or the other.
Right.
And it's like they got to make that jump eventually. And I think a lot of people that play the games and stuff, they're not really thinking about like the consoles and stuff. They just want to play something on the go and have something ready to go. And like you just said, like people are going to just spend the microtransactions, and it's gonna happen. And we already see like
it's not even just the
that kind of shit.
microtransactions. When they make a game like Angry Birds, it'll be free. There's
Right.
ads on it. They're making money off those ads.
Yeah, there's ads, there's costumes, there's different stuff you can put on the birds. Like it's like it kind of draws you in, and then yeah, it's a big thing, and I think that money is going to be there, and we've been kind of seeing that, especially the last 10 years with how the mobile stuff has kind of just changed the game in terms of how people are playing these things on the go.
Yeah. So what were you saying, Frank? What was the story about?
Just about how they've acquired Rovio, but also not to mention, besides only on the phone and stuff, the Angry Birds games have been delisted digitally for years, so they could just throw those right back up on the stores, and people are gonna buy them, like for just to have them.
Wait, they
On
delisted
consoles.
Angry Birds? When was this?
Oh, on console, it's been
Oh,
delisted
console,
on
yeah.
console for like ever, like since like
Well, Sega's definitely gonna repackage these and put them on consoles as well.
yeah. Not to
Definitely.
mention all the mobile stuff, and then whatever movies, ads. I mean, they're gonna make all this money back in no time. They're not stupid.
Expect Paramount to make a Angry Birds movie that's not. I heard the original Angry Birds movie was no good.
It was just like mediocre.
Right.
Didn't they make a second one? Or
Yeah, I think there were two.
Yeah. Well, now they'll reboot it with Sega, or maybe they'll make a third, and who knows?
I mean, after the Mario movie, yeah, they'll make whatever they want at this
Yeah.
point.
So
All
this
bets
is
are off.
Ghosts and Goblins. We got this. We had this game. It was really hard back in the day. So there you go for the NES.
I love that game, but it is very difficult.
It is. Yeah, well, there you go.
Yep.
Ruvio owns. I'm sorry. Sega owns Ruvio now. There you go.
Right. And speaking of Sega, they've started production on the Knuckles TV show for Paramount Plus.
Wow, they're
So
not.
Yeah, they announced that the other day.
So it's kind of like a ripple effect. We're just getting everything.
It's the
You got
same
video
people
game
from the movie as
properties
well.
Yeah.
It's the same people, and it's set between Sonic 2 and the upcoming Sonic 3.
I mean, everything being successful, everything's going to have a universe. And Sonic is going to build that universe, and so is Mario, So you're going to see that.
Yeah, Mario already
happen.
set the seeds.
Yeah, so it's like, and Sonic kind of paved the way so Mario can kind of walk in the cinema. So I think that there's like, Sonic was like the test, and Sonic was like the dummy. Like, all right, let's test it out on this, and then it ended up blowing people away. And then now it's like, okay, wow, there's money back in this, because they wouldn't have touched it. Nintendo, they would have just been like, oh, whatever, we don't care. but they saw Sonic, and that's what they did. And they're like, all right, we got to cash it, and it worked. But building the universe is cool as long as they just don't get too like lazy with it. But if the same people are involved, that's pretty cool. I still haven't seen the second Sonic movie. Like, I want to check it out, but I
It's
haven't
good,
watched it
man.
yet.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's
Yeah.
very
It's
good.
not as
I mean,
good
I
as the
really-
first, but it's good. It's a good
Right.
sequel.
Yeah, no. I liked what they set up, so I'm really looking forward to at least watching it, But yeah, I still haven't seen the Mario movie. I'll probably just wait until it
Might
goes
do
out.
at the end of the year, like I told you before. Might do a big barbecue here, and we'll blow up that big screen and watch movies or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
We'll actually watch stuff because I don't even care.
Yeah.
We'll just get everything done.
The backyard's like perfect space for that, so
Yeah.
perfect.
Okay, what's the next story?
Let's see here. We got a little bit more info on the Microsoft ABK deal. So South Africa fully approved the deal, and a week from today, the UK will make its final decision. So it's like we've been saying, by June it should be done.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
looking like it's going to go through, and we'll know very soon, within the next week or so. That's the UK is the next big one. So
Maybe we could just see the exit of Jim Ryan, like sooner than later.
Oh,
I want to see the
that's
exit of
coming.
all of this.
I'll be honest with you. I like Phil Spencer, but something's got to happen, man. Something's really got to happen over there. Because I don't know what they're doing with these games.
They don't care about him
I
anymore.
bought these machines for what? What did I buy for? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
For Redfall that fucking starts at 30, it's like give me a break, you know what I mean? Like it's just like I don't know what's going. Like, I know like sometimes you could look at the developers, you could look at other things, but I just think it's just kind of a bummer that we are in this gen, almost 3 years, and this fall, and we are just completely like just kind of sitting around, just like, why did we even go through? Why did a bunch of people even have to pay all these scalper prices and all this shit? Obviously, that was your own choice, but for what?
Right.
Like, for what?
I love Xbox.
Like-
I love the brand. But enough's enough, man. It's like being in an abusive relationship. You know what I mean?
Right. It's just like, come on, dude.
It's gonna.
Like,
I'll change, and it never change. They don't care. Redfall is coming out like a piece of shit. Halo is still messed up. It's like, man, that's your franchise. Halo is your franchise. It's still messed up. And people be like, well, you're talking about Redfall. What are you talking about Halo for? Well, Halo's the big example. It's the biggest game on the platform. And they're not doing anything with it. And now you got Redfall coming out. That's ridiculous. At 30 FPS.
imagine if Starfield has problems, it's over.
It's
Like,
over. That's
yeah.
it, man. It's done. And even if Starfield doesn't, that's one game.
Yeah, it's like, all right, one game, 3 years, but by the time that comes out, the console will almost be 3 years old because it comes out in September. So like 2 months shy of 3 years.
Right.
And that's the first thing that you have that's like probably a knockout of the park. Maybe.
That's why I'm saying, man, all these
And that's giving it
Xbox
the benefit
guys,
of the doubt.
they did
know?
their job, man. They held Xbox's feet to the fire. I saw them all week. They all put their foot down on this whole thing. They let Microsoft know. Microsoft didn't care. Bethesda didn't put a statement out. Nothing. They just don't give a crap. You know what happens when that happens, right?
Yeah, you start to lose everybody.
Yeah, the people start giving they stop giving a crap. Maybe they're doing it by design. Maybe they don't want to make these machines anymore. I mean, they want to go to mobile, right? So what's the best way to go to mobile? Tell everyone to piss off on the consoles without telling them to piss off.
It's true.
I don't know. I'm really getting tired of it, though. I bought a machine to have fun. Like, ever since the Xbox One and PS4 gen, video games at home have sucked. We have to beg for a good game now. It's like, what happened? 360 gen? I was playing some 360 games for this video, and I'm like, wow. The 360 gen, we really got spoiled. They gave us everything that they had. Everyone gave us. The third parties, the first parties, everybody.
And you had Xbox Live wrapped up in that, and you had a great experience, Like, it was like, you had this, like, free PS3 thing, but it was kind of shitty and kind of crappy because there was no security. but then you had Xbox Live, which was a complete opposite of that. And you had Xbox Live Gold that you had to pay for, but it was worth it. So it's like you were really invested.
Right.
Where here it's like I don't really I like Game Pass, obviously, like that's the initiative now. Where back then it was just more like you just want to play online with your friends, but the games that you're playing with your friends online were really fun and addictive and felt like they were still breaking new ground. Like I feel like it's kind of like movies now where the games are, where it's like we're just kind of like rehashing. We're not really breaking anything new right now. We're just repeating the same thing. And I know it goes in waves, but like you said, I mean, that was 10 years ago, PS4, Xbox One in November, and what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
I just feel like we kind of been like stagnant in a way. And you can probably name like, a few memorable experiences or games out of the last decade, but like how much and how many are really there in comparison to like the games before that were like breaking new ground, like a Halo 3 or a Gears of War or like, something like that really like shook things up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, yeah, we got RE4 remake this year, so it was a throwback to 05, but it definitely doesn't feel like we're in 2005 when you got all these games kind of coming out like broken or shitty or whatever.
Even
It just
RE4
seemed-
remake had problems. By the way, this is Time Lord on the NES. My dad
Mm.
bought this, lent it to me. My dog bit the bottom of the cartridge, and he came back. He's like, "Hey, can I have that back?" And I showed him. He's like, "Ah, you can keep it," because the dog bit the cartridge. But he enjoyed playing this game, even though it kind of looks boring. I didn't know what to do after a while. But
I think it looks cool.
It's like that game that for the 360, ironically, Darkest of Days,
Oh yeah.
where you go back in time and you collect orbs and stuff like that. So, did you slap the dog? What dog? What are you talking about?
For biting the cartridge.
No. It was a German Shepherd, man. You don't mess with German Shepherd.
No. They'll slap your ass back.
They'll do a lot worse than that. Rip your throat
Yeah,
out over there.
I was
Call
gonna
of
say,
Duty.
yeah.
But even RE4 remake, out the gate, it had some problems. Not many problems, but it's like, guys, what happened? Remember when the games were just done and they released them? And if there was an issue, they would go back. If they would probably send the discs back, they send you the new version of the game. You know what I mean? Now you have access to fix it easily with a patch, but it's like everything is getting patched.
They rely too much on that ability to fix it later, in quotes.
Yeah, well, I'm getting tired of it. Look at Halo. Halo's not fixed.
That's the thing. They
In
promised.
fact, they lied to everybody because remember they said that they had all this stuff planned for single player campaign or whatever. Then the minute Bonnie Ross leaves, they're like, "Yeah, we never really had that stuff planned." It's like, well, what'd you tell everyone that for? It's
Yeah,
not
why'd
cool,
you say
man.
it was part of your roadmap?
Yeah, your roadmap when they had no roadmap.
No.
They got lost in the woods.
map. Yeah, yeah.
They couldn't find the
Fucking
road.
turned around.
Like all the Power Rangers monsters just lost in the woods.
Like, what happened? We're still trying to get the tethering down. Sorry.
And that's another thing. What's with the tethering?
Why? You didn't have it before.
The 360 did games without tethering. Like, what is going on here?
And I don't even want to hear that bullshit. Well, it's open world, so
Too bad. I didn't make an open world. You did.
Yeah, you
Nobody
did.
asked you
They
to.
shouldn't have done that.
So
That's
what, you
where it
do it
went
level
wrong.
to
Open
level
world
then.
games should be like GTA and stuff like that, not
Right.
Halo and all this other crap. Gears of
No.
War, get that out of here. Gears of War, they've been. Let me tell you something. Coalition held the banner up for Xbox One. Halo couldn't even hold their pants up.
If
Coalition's
I
been
see
doing
Gears
it.
6, like, like kill it when it comes out, it's like, dude, these motherfuckers deserve a raise or something because
They deserve a
if they-
medal.
yeah, it's like, dude, like
For real.
because the stuff they've been coming out with, in my opinion, has been consistent.
Yep.
I know there's people that checked out of Gears at certain times, but like I always tried to stick with it, even when I didn't have an Xbox One. When I heard that the stuff was coming to PC and I could play it, that was a big deal for me because I didn't get Xbox One until a little bit later when I got the Scorpio edition from Perry. But it was just a different like. I really wanted it to still be consistent, and I liked 5 over 4, but I still thought 4 was a good game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it set up that next trilogy really well. And I'm eager to just get my hands on another Gears game because I somewhat like have a feeling it's still going to be like a good experience. But
It
like,
will be. It'll be good.
I just It just sucks we have to wait so long.
Remember
like, 'cause-
something. The Coalition, when the Xbox One X came out, the Coalition was going to release the Gears version for that. And they said,
Yeah.
sorry, guys, single player is going to be 30 FPS, 4K or checkerboard or whatever. Then the game came out. And they said on day one, surprise, we were able to get it to run at 60. Beautiful. Right?
Yeah.
They
It's
did
like they
the
didn't give
opposite.
up.
Not surprised it's going to
They-
run at 30.
Yeah, they didn't give up. They're like, you know what? We can probably make this work. And even if we got to launch it a day one, update, like we'll get it to work.
So this is baseball for the NES. This is my first game ever. I still have the cartridge downstairs. I believe one of my uncles gave this to my dad with the Nintendo. And we played the crap out of this game. Great game. I still play it every once in a while. This game is great. The Alchemist with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, buddy. I've been going back to old games. New games just suck. You get some great games like Remake 4 here and there, but the majority of the games suck now. I agree.
Yeah, I agree too.
You guys see, I used to stream all the old games. I still do. I stream Nightmare on Elm Street. Power Rangers the movie, which we'll talk about Power Rangers later, but great games. Old games. You didn't have to worry about it. You turned the game on, it worked. You know?
It wasn't frustrating to play games back then.
Well, you bought a game and you bought a game. You liked it or you didn't like it. You didn't have people telling you, "Oh my god, like baseball on NES is going to be the biggest game of the generation." Like, come on, man. I mean, Redfall looked like crap anyway, but I was going to check it out. I have Game Pass, and I'll still check it out on PC. But I heard even the PC settings are gimped out. But it's, you know what I mean? Like, I bought the console. For what? This game is dead on arrival. It was dead on arrival anyway. Now it's even worse. And, it'll take a few months to patch it. Okay, then release the game in a few months.
It's never going to recover from that.
It never will.
Months.
No. No way.
Yeah, who's going to stay on it?
Those servers will be dead in a week.
It's just rough, man.
And it's Arcane. I don't like Arcane anyway, but I was going to try this game out. I tried out Deathloop. I kind of like Deathloop a little bit, but it's annoying.
And what did we say when the first thing came out about it? We were like, all right, well, what was it? When we watched it on one of the events, and we were like, all right, well, I mean, if it's on Game Pass, we'll check it out.
Right.
And I think it was that show we talked about that.
I don't like the art style. I think it's stupid. I mean, every vampire is Nosferatu. There's a vampire in a dress flying around with his fucking fingers the size of
It's a little
carrots.
generic. Yeah, it's not like anything like
it's just
groundbreaking.
stupid. Like the animation is just stupid looking. You could have made a really nice vampire game if you had some better art styles.
But I don't even have a desire to download it, because it's just like...
Yeah, Sea of Thieves, they got the guy with the curly nose. How many curls are you going to put in the guy's nose? It looks like a freaking French Corella over there, or a freaking coffee roll.
Oh, no.
Like, stop. I could have spent all the time working on Prey 2. You know what, man? Stevie Mac, you're going to hate me, but I don't like the reboot of Prey. I like the original Prey on 360. That's a much better game than that other one.
Yeah, the original.
They could have named it something different, but they stole the name. Maybe it is a good game, but they should have named it something else besides Prey.
Yeah, they should have named it something else, but I did like the newer one too. But the other one is still better for sure. But they're totally different games.
3D Realms did the original Duke Nukem guys.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'd rather have Prey 2 instead of Redfall.
I'm scared about Call of Duty and Microsoft gets it. You know what, RWK? At first I told you don't worry about it. Now I don't know what to think.
Worry about it. Now you should worry about it.
Now you should worry about it.
Now you should. Maybe Bobby should stay on, but he won't.
Be more worried if you're even going to get another Call of Duty in your lifetime than if the whatever,
But that's what they want. They don't want you to play it on console. They want you to play it on mobile, so they don't have to make the console anymore. They can stream the games.
They'll still push like Call of Duty Mobile and Warzone, but God knows when you'll get another actual game.
I think they're gonna do like Apple Arcade, where they have their little crappy games. They're behind the paywall. Those will be the newer games. The older games are the legacy titles you could stream.
Yep.
And you'll be streaming all the stuff in about 10, 15 years. I'm worried. You should be. That's why competition's good. That's why Sony
Fucking
needs to make
worried.
their own game. Play the next generation of Call of Duty in 60.
Hopefully.
More like play it in 25 with those Xbox devs.
Yeah.
Knowing them, they'll
exactly.
switch it to a different engine and then blow it somehow.
They still can't get it right. Sorry, guys. We just forgot. Oh, yeah. We said a few months. Oh, yeah. Sorry. We meant a few years. Oh, wait. No. We just forgot.
We met a
Never
few
mind.
decades.
Yeah. It's like,
You know, it's
goodbye.
pretty pathetic that Fable's still not out. They announced that shit with the 1X.
That's really annoying.
We're 3 years
actually.
into the Series X.
We've
Where's
been
Fable?
hearing about that forever.
Oh, if Fable's 2030, okay. Am I going to be around in 2030? Dude, the clock is ticking, man. I'm 40 years old. In 2030, I mean, what am I going to be? 28 years, 48 years old? 50 years old?
All the Fable fans.
I'll be
like,
75 fucking years old when these games come out.
You know the Titanic meme where it's like it's been 84 years or whatever. It's like
Yeah, exactly.
That's literally
That's
going to be the
Xbox.
Fable fans. Yeah, and they're going to be
This is
like,
why, you know what, man, Phil Spencer was good, but you know what? His time might be coming up as far as
yeah, you might have to
running
get some new
Xbox
blood
over
in
here.
there. Yeah, you might have to get some new blood. I feel like a lot of the things that have been
Because
hitting
he's
a
laughing all
wall-
the way to the bank, you know that, right?
right,
Satya
absolutely.
and Nadella's like Ted Turner, Phil Spencer's like Eric Bischoff. Blowing
But do
all
you
the
think
money.
like, well, that's what I was gonna say. Like, do you think that this is like the era where we need just new people in these shoes now? Because it's just getting to that point, right? Like Jim Ryan, we already know on his way out.
Here's
And
the
then
thing
with Phil
with
Spencer, it's
Xbox.
just like,
They don't want to.
know.
They have the right people in place, but they don't want to rock the boat.
it's like,
You
yeah,
don't
it's
think
like shit or get
Phil
off the
Spencer
pot,
should call
you
up
know?
Bethesda and be like, you know what, man? We're getting a lot of pushback from the fan base about this. You might want to put an announcement out there, or we got to delay this thing. You know what happened, brother? Nothing. Nothing. This guy sees everyone's tagging him and everything. He's
Yeah.
counting his millions.
Yeah.
They're probably afraid of another crackdown situation too, like where they keep delaying stuff and it's
Oh
still
my god.
good.
Sarah Bond
Like,
is
the
not
game's
next.
never gonna be
Guaranteed.
good.
Don't remind me of Crackdown. That was such a stupid, like,
She is not taking over. The people are just saying that because they're dumb.
that was a build up for no reason.
They'll probably fire her before Phil.
Yeah, imagine how
They'll probably
bad.
be like, you know what, Sarah Bond, you didn't call Bethesda. You're out of here.
Imagine how
Why
bad.
would you want her
Crackdown
there?
was.
Because you know what? She's lying too. Oh, we have this, we have that. Oh, we have this, we have that. Hey, me, all talk. Where's the stuff? Fire that
Right,
whole
nothing.
crew. You got to bring a whole new
Yeah.
crew in.
Get it out of there. you
Bring
know?
back Bomber. You know what? Xbox was really ruling with Bomber over there.
They just every single thing is disappointing. Even speaking of Sarah
Because they're a
Bond,
bunch
go
of
back.
con men. Don't you get it? They're a bunch
But
of
even
con
go
men.
back
They don't
to
care.
go back to GoldenEye. Speaking of Sarah Bond, even that was a disappointment. It's like they
Yeah.
finally did it and it blew.
Yeah, that
It
took
was
what,
like-
85 years for them to release that game after they teased it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's just there's no end in sight for this nonsense. We should have known. It started with Crackdown.
Yeah.
That's when it really started to go to
Don
That
hell.
Patrick
was
back.
when we should have just lost faith right there. But you want to hold on and be like, all right, maybe this won't happen again. Please don't disappoint me again.
Bethesda made them call it Prey. The game director said
I'm
he
gonna
was
grab
furious
another
about
water.
it. Yeah, it's Stephen Mack. I agree. It should have been called something else. Whereas Perfect Dark says Alchemist. They built the studio and they destroyed the studio in the same month.
They just throw money at stuff and they don't
They
check in
thought
with
building the studio next to Sony Santa Monica was magically going to rub their magic touch on the building and make these guys actually work on good games. And the Xbox is, oh, it takes 5 years. It takes 5 years. We're fucking 15 years in the Xbox. Where are the games? Where?
You know,
Where?
maybe there's something to what you're saying about like the
Where's the building?
self-sabotage.
Where are the statues? Remember Bruno San Martino? Where is the building? Where are the statues? You didn't want to go in the WWE Hall of Fame because there were no statues. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. My dad bought the game. I still have the cartridge downstairs from Miller's Toys in Mamaroneck. When they sold games, they sell bicycles and toys and stuff. But For a short time, they sold video games. He went there and bought this game. I still got it downstairs.
You love that game.
I love the game because I grew up with it. That was one of the best purchases he made. For sure.
Can't beat Punch Out.
Yeah, I don't want to hear saying she fits the HR check marks. Bill Gates needs to come back, bust the office screaming and yelling. I tried to play Halo and there's a fucking...
That'd be amazing.
He could do that. Him and Bomber need to break into Microsoft and steal their secrets.
But see, like, if you really think about it, there's some truth to your theory about the self-sabotage, because that's what they want. They just want it to be on every device. So who's to say they won't stop making hardware and even say, like, hey, PlayStation, you want Game Pass? Like, as stupid as it sounds, it could be.
Facebook was paying a recruiter $150K a year and told him not to hire anyone, just to do whatever. What are you talking about? So Twitter, they want Microsoft to pay almost $50,000 a month.
Yeah,
just to be on Twitter.
They said
that's
no
why
way.
Larry Herb wrote. Does anybody know an alternative to Twitter that's really good? When I read that at first, I was like, "Bro, you're stupid. Just use Twitter." But then it came out today. Twitter wants $50,000 a month, and Microsoft said they're not going to do it. So Microsoft's going to be leaving Twitter, I guess.
Yep.
That's why. This is why RWK, Microsoft doesn't get the marketing and the ad rights because they don't give a shit. They don't care.
Hell no.
No, and they have so much money to spend on it, and they don't care.
They don't care. They know you're going to get Game Pass. Even if they lie to all these podcast guys. Oh yeah, fly out to Washington, play my games for 15 minutes. But we're going to give you PC footage and don't fucking use it.
Don't tell the truth.
Don't tell anybody anything.
Yeah.
But tell them we came out here and that we're nice people. Game Pass, please. That's what I'm saying. They're using the YouTube guys. And obviously, I'm not saying everyone's in on it, but I think without realizing it, they're being worked.
Used.
Yeah.
They're being used, they're being worked.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
You're right, it's free advertising.
Free advertising. Yo, some of the podcasts, Larry Herb had 100 people watching his podcast the other day. Then you got, like all the other podcasts out there for Xbox, 100,000 views. 2.5K views. Larry Herb did 100 views on the official Xbox podcast. So that tells you something.
Yeah, what the fuck?
They're being buddy-buddy with everybody. And I don't think the people are in on it or nothing. I think they just like, all right, cool. Like, we'll help out.
Yeah.
But they're getting used. They should be paying these guys more money, these podcasters. Recruit them. They're obviously personalities in the community. Start giving these guys jobs. But they're using the free advertisement with the podcast. That's why they're not paying for advertising rights. They don't care. Marketing rights. They don't have to do it.
Nope.
But don't worry, they sold me a controller that was made out of old CDs. Which I forgot to take out of my bag and show you guys today. Which
they probably, with the tax write-off from making that, they probably made more money than even costs. Yep. So I made a ton.
Windows has carbon emissions for Windows updates. I'm like, what am I, driving a car now? I'm updating a fucking piece of software.
Wait, you guys don't put gas in your computer?
Oh, I thought that's how I powered my RGB lights. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm selling my stock. Microsoft No, don't sell your stock, man. Because they're robbing you consumer-wise, but stock-wise, you're going to make a lot of money.
They're always going to be around in some regard. They're never going to go out of business.
No,
you're good. It's like when Forrest Gump bought stock in Apple. That guy should be a trillionaire by now.
Forrest Gump.
Hey, right? He bought stock in Apple. Look at him now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all it takes.
He could buy a lot of shrimp boats.
Got in early. Yeah.
He was responsible for the iPhone. No, the shareholders are going to make a ton of money, RWK. It's just the consumers are getting screwed. And I like Microsoft, man. I think they have a great machine, but they just don't care about it. And what can you do at that point if they don't care? What's the point? I mean,
I don't think they
you're seeing
care.
examples of all this. I mean, at some point you got to realize, okay, we're getting played here.
They just don't. They don't care about the hardware anymore. They don't care if you buy Xboxes. They just want you on Game Pass.
They don't care.
They want you on that TV too, so you can play it. Samsung.
That Samsung TV that keeps breaking on everybody.
Yeah.
It is that same model, actually. You know that, right?
Really?
Yeah, they're getting a red screen.
Not surprised.
Go look at Tech Giant. One
Did
of the
you rip
TVs
it
was
off the
bent.
wall? Ugh.
You took it out of the box, it was all bent.
What the fuck?
What is this bloody hell? Ah!
What is this?
He just pick it up and snap it against his knee.
Yeah. You sold me a broken TV. Ah.
I don't think they sold him. I think he got some for review.
You sent me a broken
Yeah,
TV. Ah! And he throws it out his window.
He's pissed.
He runs
So
over
guys-
with a sports car.
Some guy's driving down his street and just gets hit by a TV. He threw it right out his window.
The iGump 14 Pro. I had my phone in my pocket.
Oh,
Well, I don't know, man. Microsoft could do a lot better than what they're doing. They just don't care.
No, they really don't.
It's over Vince's head.
they're gonna be a services company at some point.
They
They'll still
already
make
are.
computers.
Look
but-
at Office.
Oh, that's some bull crap, man. I'm glad I bought 21 or whatever.
Me too.
That's the last real Office, I guess, until the rest is all services.
All right, what's the next story? We can crap on Xbox all day long.
Okay. Okay, this one I'm only gonna bring up because I have a theory about this. So they have again delayed Suicide Squad now until 2024. I'm predicting right now a game ain't coming out.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
I think it's getting canceled because they're like don't know what they're doing. They have no direction, and Warner Brothers is canceling everything. So you heard it here first. If they cancel that game, we predicted it.
Yeah, I think it's getting canceled.
So yeah, I mean to
Who's
delay it
gonna play
until
And people are like, well, they're just polishing it. What sense does that make?
till
They were just about to release it.
2024. Yeah, that's almost a
People
whole
didn't say,
year.
oh, it doesn't look polished. People said, it looks like fucking Crackdown, the worst game ever made. Come on, guys, open your fucking ears and your ass.
They've also seen what happened with the Avengers and stuff, and it's like these games don't work. It's not happening.
Oh,
Like-
they should have made a Batman
was,
game.
that was so doomed from the start, man. Like, such a bummer. The Avengers, like, you have such a like you're riding off the high of like the Avengers coming out, and then it's like that's what you get.
Yeah, they already killed
That's
it. The
the point.
game's done.
They literally shot it. Yeah, it's over.
It's already done with the loot shooter mechanics. Open your
It's-
ass. No, more like open world. Open your ass in the open world.
Yeah,
I don't know why they can't just make games like Spider-Man, these superhero games. You have the template right there. That's a 10 out of 10 game.
Which was
Just-
the Batman template that Spider-Man stole. Just remember
Right.
that.
Go back to that. Why can they not do that? Imagine if they just made like a single player Avengers
Spider-Man
game.
stole their template and did it better.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't understand why it's so hard for them to figure this out. Stop making these superhero games services. They do not work as services. We know it doesn't work.
no,
Right.
and it's always like you can't. It's just about like how you lose like the the interest of the audience. Like once you just kind of like you're not putting all that effort in. Like they're not going to wait around. You know what I mean? And the people that do, it's going to be very very few that will actually play your game for a long period of time. You know. But,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not going anywhere.
It's getting crazy. Should be called Seppuku Squad. What is that? Oh yeah, instead of Suicide.
Yeah. They
It should have been called Sucks Ass Squad. How about that? Or Ass Squad. There you go.
they spend so much on these licenses
Sue
just to
Ass Side Squad.
Sue ass.
Sue's ass. Squad? I don't know.
I don't know, but I just wanted to mention that because I don't think that game's coming out. But
What's crazy is the Lego superhero games are because they're made for kids that have no money in their freaking pocket.
yeah, but those games are good and they run good. They run better than like
Yeah,
other
but they're not
games.
games as a service for a reason because 5-year-olds don't have a credit card in their wallet.
No,
Pound my ass, squad. RWK says okay.
it's a different kind of game, but you can probably find that on the Switch.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway,
With what's coming out
that
now
will
on
be
this
that
thing.
will be in the store. Yeah, easily accessible.
um, so they added a couple games to Switch Online Sega Genesis. They added Pulseman, Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition, Kid Chameleon, and
Street Fighter 2 is
Flicky.
where it's at, man. I got to do that update.
Yeah, so if you have that service, I'll go update your Genesis app. You can play those right now.
You know
They're
what
out.
game looks fantastic on the 360, which I played on here? Burnout Revenge.
That's a good game.
It's a beautiful looking game. 60 FPS. Beautiful. One of the greatest games ever.
I don't know why they're so afraid to make arcadey car games. Like Cruisin' was the only other really good one, but they keep making like Forza type games and Gran Turismo and they won't go back.
Well, there's a lot they could do that they choose
Well,
not to do.
let's not
Yeah.
forget we have the amazing Gran Turismo movie to look forward to with an incredible story that will just take us off our feet.
Based on a true story that's not really true.
True story.
Apparently, it's about someone who played the games and like actually got into racing because of it, and that's like the true story. Like apparently,
Does
but
anybody
I
give a
don't.
shit?
But I
The
don't
stupidest
know
thing
if
I've ever
I
heard.
would actually go to the theater to see that. Like I'm not like
The box office on that's going to be like 100 people.
yeah, because Sony's only going to put that shit in theaters,
Right.
trying to milk it for all it's worth. Be like, let's get that Gran Turismo money, even though our last game was like a documentary. Also, you couldn't play for like 2 hours because you had to check the tire
And that
pressure.
car was dead ass slow.
Just remember Elvis was in that game.
Yep.
Yep.
Don't forget the tire pressure, and you got to make sure you let the air out.
He's looking forward to the new Insidious movie. Well, Scream is supposed to hit a VOD any day now. I'm waiting.
Yeah, Scream.
Maybe next week. Originally, it was the 26th. So we'll see.
When does the Steelbook come out? Is that in?
Apparently, it's coming out in July.
Mine still
Really?
says release date pending, but
Yeah,
Maybe
man.
Blu-ray.com has a date.
I heard like July. Oh, by the way, Anthony, you'll love this. All the deleted scenes from Scream 6 were cut from all the home releases.
Oh, great.
yeah.
The 4K, Blu-ray, DVD, they cut them
Because
all out.
that's because that's why I buy them.
And by the way, there's a scene where Gail's in the hospital, and she mentions that Richie's mother was murdered.
wow.
So you're assuming that the family murdered the mother.
Yeah.
But now, apparently, they might make the mother the killer in the third one. Or the 8th one.
Yeah, just to kind of keep it with that family.
But there is a clip leaking on the internet. It already leaked around. Gail's in the hospital bed explaining this stuff. But they
Why
cut
would
that
they
from
take-
the Blu-ray. DVD,
But
Blu-ray,
why?
4K. I don't know. Speaking of movies,
I'm
what
seeing
race
if
car
there's
didn't... What race car driver didn't want to play those games? Or didn't play those games? Yeah, I know. Alright, what's next?
let me see here. Sorry, I lost my notes. Atari acquired a bunch of old IPs
Yeah, we
today.
saw
We
that
just
tonight.
found out. Including Bubsy, Hardball, Demolition Racer, 1942 series, and a whole bunch. They over 100 games they acquired. They're gonna put them out digitally, physically, and create new IPs of these games. So we don't have a full list yet, but hopefully by next week we'll have a better list, and I'll let you guys know what's on there. They also acquired the trademark to Accolade. Remember that?
Yes.
Accolade Games and GTI. So they're gonna resurrect that in some form.
Okay.
So any of these old games that you like, they're probably gonna just start plopping them out digitally on everything. So get ready for that. That's kind of nice.
Right.
To have them in one spot is always cool. You know?
Yeah, and they might make collections. They'll probably make. They said like they're gonna make new IPs. So it depends on what they acquired. But when we find out, we'll have a better idea of what to expect. So I mean, Bubsy. Okay. It's not
Bubsy,
that
they
great.
need to make that game like a FPS.
A Bubsy FPS.
Rename it something else, and then when you beat the game, you find out it's really Bubsy you were playing as the whole time. That's the only
It
way they're going to
zooms
sell
out.
that game without putting the name on it and ruining it. The name is
Yeah,
shit. No
that's the
one's ever going to
thing.
buy it.
Also, they didn't say how much they paid for these, but I guess, like I said,
$100.
probably
They bought the ROMs. Oh,
more
they own the
stuff
rights.
come out. Yeah. Actually, let me see if that got updated. It's still the same thing.
So Phil Spencer was trending tonight, and I couldn't get an answer as to why.
I was under the impression, like I told you, that it's due to this PlayStation sales numbers coming out, but I don't know why it affects
Well, you know
Phil.
what? Redfall did a great job of selling them more consoles, more PlayStation consoles.
Yeah, right.
Remember when PlayStation wasn't doing 60 FPS? And they were like using every excuse in the book not to do it? Now PlayStation's giving you like 10 different options for every game.
Yeah,
Microsoft can't even get it out the door with 10 options. They can't even get it out the door with one option.
even though the console can do it perfectly fine. That's what's so crazy is they can't even defend this and say like, "Oh, we're limited." It's like, no, the developers
They
just
didn't
don't
even
know what
say
they're
anything.
doing.
This is Crackdown all over again.
Yeah. I think that's why they're afraid to delay it too, because they're just going to be sucked into that rut. It's like the game's never going to be good. So whether you delay it or not, it's screwed. So I don't know. I would have delayed it for the 60 frames if I was them, but still, I don't think it's going to be a
Can't
good
play
game
it.
either
It's
way.
dude. It's like if they launched Street Fighter 6 in 30 frames. It's like no one's gonna buy it.
Dead.
It's dead.
So they wasted all that time making it for nothing.
Even Mortal Kombat on the Switch. Mortal Kombat 11. It looks like shit, but it runs at 60.
Because
They
they
knew.
know.
They know. They're like, we can't sell a fighting game in 30 frames. No one's gonna buy
Yep.
this shit. So we'll make it look ugly, but at least people can play it and have a good time.
Yeah, like gimp it down just to play it
Yeah.
graphic wise, you know.
The game's
They,
gimped anyway, right? Graphically. So there you go.
Yeah.
A lot of
they
these
shouldn't
games.
have to gimp Redfall when Star Wars is coming out at 4K 60.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Might be 4K
Like,
120.
It could be.
yeah, that's true.
It just doesn't make any sense.
I got that pre-ordered on Xbox, so we'll check it out.
Yeah, that comes out a week from Friday.
I wish they had a modern movie that was good. Well, Mortal Kombat 2 starts filming in June. So you got your wish, RWK. They said it's the most anticipated sequel of all time. I'm like, no.
I don't think so.
I think that's what Microsoft's problem is. They think they can fix things by throwing money at it. Well, they can throw money at nothing. That's the problem. If they threw money at it, it'd be fixed.
I don't know why they don't try to like consolidate the engines and stuff they use. Like, just use Unreal 5. If you can't get it done, just do it. Like, they keep using all these weird engines and they keep.
Well, listen, even if they did switch to Unreal 5, which they did, or Unreal 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they switched engines and all that. Who gives a shit? That's their fucking problem. That's not our problem. We're the consumers.
Right.
If you
We shouldn't even know
if your
about that.
manager decides to switch the whole thing, if the manager switches the menu at McDonald's, does the food still taste like shit? No.
And we don't hear about it.
Is it good for you? No. But I'm just saying, like, a Big Mac is still going to taste like a Big Mac if they change the menu.
Right.
So get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Oh, they changed, and it's the first time they're using the engine, and maybe they should make a game then. Maybe you should make a tech demo for the boss and say, all right, we can't get the game to run 60. The boss will be like, fuck you, you're fired, get out of here. I'm gonna find new people to make a game. This shit will release when we approve it. Done. Not like, oh, we can't make it. Oh, it's all right, just put it out there. Who gives a shit?
And how do you wait till the last minute to determine that it can't run? They had years to say, "Yo, we cannot get this to run."
This game was delayed before, right? This is nothing new. It's Microsoft games. It's always a delay, and there's always an excuse. Okay, we're just getting tired of this shit. I love Xbox, my preferred machine to play this generation, but I've had enough of the bullshit. I just bought the controller, the Earth Day controller. It's in my backpack over here. Forgot to show you guys when you were here today. It came in the mail. Love Xbox. But at the end of the day, man, this is bullshit. I've never seen so much bullshit from a company before in my life. I mean, Nintendo's right there, and PlayStation is right there, too. All three consoles, they all have their flaws, and unfortunately, this is the flaw for Microsoft.
But it's the way they went about this too. They were shady about the whole thing. They waited till the last minute.
Because they don't give a shit. They really don't. They want you not to buy games because they want you to jump on mobile. I have a feeling.
Yeah.
Like a theory that they purposely don't. They want you to be done with console games, so they don't have to make the machine. They don't have to lose money on it. Here's a game right here, Burnout Revenge, one of the best games on Xbox 360. It is backwards compatible. So, check it out. This is a really good game.
Isn't this the one that you hunted down sealed or whatever?
Yeah.
To get for him?
Yep, I actually did. A couple of years ago on Christmas, I got this from my dad.
I remember you telling me.
Because I had burnt him a copy like 10 years ago. Maybe longer, for 360. And he wanted to play it again, but the burnt copy didn't work. So I went on Amazon, paid $60 for it sealed. Because I bought a used copy on eBay, but it didn't work. And I was like, I can't give this to him. It doesn't work. So I got an actual sealed copy on Amazon, $60. Gave it to him, and he enjoyed it. So there you go. Thanks for bringing that up. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember you telling me.
So there you go. And my dad loved playing this game. He loved it. Always talked about this game. Even recently. That's why I gave him the Series S. He's like, hey, is Burnout on there? I was like, yeah. So there you go.
Great game.
Fantastic game. Look at the graphics. You wouldn't think this was on a 360.
Yeah, it held up.
Well, that's the one thing that will give Microsoft credit for, is at least they got our backs for the backwards compatible stuff.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's
look, I'm not shitting on their whole ecosystem, but what I'm saying is for like these newer games, they really don't give a fuck. They really don't. They have shown me nothing. What have they shown me? They show me when the internet gets mad at them for Halo or something, great. They pull it back, they try to fix it, great. But then they also lie their asses off. And then they turn around and do this thing with Redfall, like a month before release. And the fans are vocal. All the podcasts came out and said this is unacceptable. No word. Nothing. They are not listening to the fan base. That's when I tell you to go out and buy a PS5. Okay? Because if they ain't listening, fuck them.
I think even they're starting to believe...
It's going to Game Pass, whatever. Well, we paid for Game Pass. I stacked it up a couple of years ago. I'm not paying every month, but eventually they're going to make people pay every month. They're going to get rid of the stacking. They're going to do it. It's just not worth it if they're not going to listen. We're spending a lot of money on this shit, and this is ridiculous. We had to wait, seriously, last June until January, we had to wait for GoldenEye. They announced it. When did they announce GoldenEye? It was rumored to be announced at E3 last year, and they didn't announce it.
We got it at the Nintendo Direct as an afterthought.
And when was that? That was like November, right?
Yeah, November.
And they just said coming soon. And then we got it like 2 months later, out of nowhere. and it sucked. So what was the point? All they do is just they keep just saying stuff. Show me stuff. Come on, enough.
I think that another thing is
When
they
they
thought
released Spider-Man 2 in September, they said the game's coming out in September. It's going to be done. They're not going to forget to put Venom in the game. They're not going to forget to put Miles Morales in the game. They're not going to forget to put his fucking clothes in the game. That game's going to ship done. They're not going to say, hey, we got a roadmap. Miles Morales is coming in 6 months. Don't fucking worry about it, whatever. And then say, after Jim Ryan's gone, yeah, we looked at Jim's playbook. Miles Morales wasn't in it. This is bullshit. They're going to ship you that game complete. At 60 FPS, 120 FPS. Maybe no VRR on release, but who knows? Maybe they'll get the message in time. But you'll get the game. Can't say that about Microsoft at this point in time. It's just excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of hearing about it.
Yeah, and it's like I think, when you realize how fast the years go by in the gen, and there's still not, a consistent momentum swing. Like obviously we got the performance that we wanted, but now we're not getting the games that we wanted. And we had a mixture of both with the last generation of consoles, and
Right.
and now it's more like, okay, we're past the performance part for now, but now we're just
The devs ain't even using it.
The devs aren't even using it. Yeah, but now we're getting like, oh yeah,
Why?
fuck you, 30
Why?
frames.
Why
Like,
did they even make the
okay.
generation?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you guys are like gonna just wiggle this like performance in front of us, like fucking like, oh yeah,
They're not making Xbox One versions, but it feels like I'm playing fucking Xbox One on the Series S.
Yeah,
Series
exactly.
X and S.
Because that was the one thing we praised them for. Was like, okay, they killed the one off, which is good, but then what?
What's the point? They're making games like shit anyway. You should have kept it on Xbox One. Redfall, you could have played that shit on One X, Xbox One X, with the specs that are on there.
I have a feeling
4K
that with,
30, the One X can handle that.
I have a feeling with Redfall they probably figured, oh well, they fell into their own trap. Oh well, it's on Game Pass. How mad can they be? And it's like, yo, like people still were gonna buy the game. Like we're paying money for Game Pass,
Right.
but they probably figured like, it'll be fine. Like they really thought they could get away with it, that people wouldn't be pissed.
Stevie Mac, is anyone here getting Dead on it too? I think Dreadpool is definitely jumping on that day one. He's not here right now, but unless he's lurking.
If it becomes available to me by other means, I will definitely check it out because I do want to play it, but I don't want to run out and buy it.
Natalie, hello. David R, hello. Augmented reality version. We are able to get the best version TVs ever right now. Just need good games. Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Xbox really needs to get off their ass and do stuff. I know we're bashing Xbox tonight, but I like I said, I love Xbox, but come on, man.
Enough is
Enough
enough.
of the bullshit. You gotta fire Phil Spencer and these guys. Or he's gotta be a boss.
Yeah,
He's like Tony Khan.
like,
He's in the locker room rampant over there. Run wild, rampant, wild, whatever. Just letting them do whatever they want. The inmates are running the asylum.
Yeah, it's like you can't have like this stuff kind of play out the same way over and over again, and it ends up being one of those things that, like, I don't know, you don't really want to have this, like, this whole wasted potential of an era of gaming. And that's what it feels like. It just feels like wasted potential.
Xbox had the fucking ball in their court and they blew it again.
Right.
What's the point? What are they just going to wake up one day and be like, hey guys, you know what? We're not making the box anymore.
Probably soon. This must be the last Xbox, if you think about it. Why would they make another one?
They said they're doing at least one more, but what's the
see.
fucking point if they're not making games that utilize everything in it?
That's what I mean. put Game Pass on PlayStation at this point.
Yeah, I mean, if they can at least get their backwards compatible shit together on that service, then that would be worth it, you know?
Sony could have killed them alone with that service. They could have said, "Oh yeah, we got our own service," and had everything ready to go day one.
And that's almost a year old.
And they
And
could
where
have
the
charged
fuck
more
are we
money
with
for it
that?
because they have more games.
Yeah, it's like that's almost a year old. Where the fuck are we with that? You know, like even for that, it's
You ain't
like,
getting
man,
shit.
we take shots at everybody when it's fair, you know, and it's not like we always say on the show, like we're not
Like I said,
just like
Redfall wasn't gonna, be the greatest game ever made.
I wasn't gonna rock the
I'm not
house,
upset
you
about
know.
that, but what I'm upset about is, I was gonna check it out on the system, and now I'm not. I'm gonna check it out on PC.
Yeah, that was literally in the pipeline for like their lineup.
Yeah,
And we are just sitting here like getting the middle finger. It's a bummer.
yeah, it sucks.
It really does suck. You know.
Because that was a game that you which would have checked out if I could speak tonight. That would have been a game that you would have checked out because it's a horror aspect. There's vampires in it. Yeah, they look like shit, but whatever. You would still check it out. Now I think next week we're gonna check out Star Wars and Evil Dead Game of the Year edition, which debuts on Steam.
Oh yeah.
So at the right time too, because that movie comes out tomorrow? Evil Dead Rises
Comes
Or
out.
Friday.
Well, yeah, it comes out Friday, but yeah, it essentially starts premiering tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna try to check that out one of these days.
Frank heard that movie was supposed to make you want to throw up.
That's what they said.
So it's pretty gory, I guess.
Yeah, I heard it has some practical gore, like 2013, but there's also some CG stuff in there, so we'll see. I mean, 2013 was okay, but like when they do this standalone shit, I'm just like, I could take it or leave it. So this can either be a good Evil Dead film or not, but I'll let you know what I think.
Right.
Just because like I'm so invested in it at this point, like I'm gonna go see it no matter what. But I didn't see 2013 in theater. Actually, I watched that on.
I still never watched it, man. I got it on 4K.
It off the Pirate Bay
I didn't
back
like
in the day. But yeah, that was the old school. So yeah, it's been a long time, and then I didn't, I didn't really know where they were gonna go after that, and then they did the whole Ash vs Evil Dead thing, and now we're back to this. So it's a little like I kind of missed that a little, and I know that. How they're spinning it in this, like I know what they're trying to do, so we'll see what happens. I'll check it out though.
Yeah. What else? What else do you have?
Let me see. That was pretty much the bulk of it. I don't know if you guys heard this, but Capcom accidentally removed ray tracing in Resident Evil 2 and 3. And they're like trying to put it back.
How do you accidentally remove it?
I don't know.
Why are they always touching that shit? One day the guys look like CGI, and then they look like friggin' cell shaded.
Leave it alone, man. What the fuck?
They're always fucking these games up. Just leave them the way they are.
Yeah, how can an update take something out?
I wonder if the PS5 version of 4 Remake got VRR yet. Oh, not VRR. I mean HDR.
They also accidentally took out the 3D audio option along with that update, so I don't know what they're doing.
Probably pissed right now.
But it said it'll be fixed in a future update, and the company apologized for any inconvenience it caused.
How do you accidentally take it out?
I don't know. I just read that and I was like, "What?" The first article I read a couple days ago said,
"I'm accidentally going to turn this off and then upload it."
Well, they said a couple days ago they silently removed it, and I'm like, "Yo, no way!" They just took it out, and then a few days later they were like, "Oh, it was an accident or whatever."
Silently removed it.
Yeah, I thought they really just took it out. I'm like, man, that's crazy, but they put that Ubisoft garbage on Xbox. It costs $18 a month.
Yeah, they go fuck themselves. Fuck them and fuck their games.
They got some balls trying to charge that much money.
I could
for
get
more
half those
money
games
than
at
Game
GameStop
Pass.
for fucking less than $18.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Get
it should have been $5 extra or whatever.
It should have been $4.99 a month tacked on the Game Pass.
Right.
Like EA, remember EA Play was EA Access, it was $4.99.
That's what I thought was going to happen, but it's not
And
what happened.
Microsoft said, "Fuck it, we'll just pay the money."
But Ubisoft is in such financial straits that they're trying whatever
Too
they
bad.
can to.
Go out of business.
It's what they
Go out
deserve
of
for
business.
making bad games.
Go out of business. I feel bad for no one there.
No, me neither.
Listen, when you're running out of money in games, you got to wrap it up. Look at Midway. Look at all these places. Great companies. But what happened? They ran out of money.
You get away from that golden era and you start making crap, and that's it. It's over.
So this is Danger Zone 2. I played the wrong game. Danger Zone 1, which is going to play after this. My dad came up here like a year or two ago. We were in the other room on the 75-inch TV playing it. And it was a fun game. He enjoyed it. He thought it was fun.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's funny because my wife was playing the game as well. And my dad's trying to like strategize with my wife on how to like you had to like jump over the thing at a certain time and cause X amount of crashes, and they were trying to figure out like how it was gonna what path was gonna get the most crashes and stuff like that. It's pretty funny.
That's cool.
There you go. It's the next clip, the one that we played. This one I didn't realize we didn't play this one. I played it anyway for a few minutes. But you'll see the other one's inside. The second one.
It looks just like Burnout. I didn't even know
It's the
about
same
this.
people.
Oh, nice.
Same people that did Burnout. It's just they started their own studio and they're making a Burnout Revenge esque type game.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So what were you saying?
That was pretty much it for the news. That Joseph Staten guy went to Netflix
Yeah, fuck
from
him.
Halo.
Fuck him. Fuck Netflix. Good luck.
Wait a minute. We can't say F Netflix after what we watched tonight. We have to praise Netflix now.
I actually subbed to Netflix to get the movie. To watch
And
the
my
movie.
God, anybody who's a Power Rangers fan, for the love of God, please, when
Any
you're
more
done
from
watching
Power
this,
Rangers once and
watch that.
always? I'm gonna give you a little spoiler. I watched that shit at 3 o'clock in the morning when it aired.
You know, I was like jaw dropped at some stuff, and you weren't, and I assumed that you may have watched it previously, but I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
I want to watch it again already.
I couldn't
So
wait. So
yeah,
and I was like, okay, I know what's gonna happen. I'll watch it, and if I don't like it, it's gonna be torture for me to rewatch it. But no, it was a pleasure to rewatch it. Here's the thing: I got a lot of shit going on right now, so I needed to watch that at 3 o'clock in
yeah.
the morning. I was up. I was like, you know what? I had subbed the day previously to Netflix, so I ended up just watching it at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Was
I don't
very
blame
happy
you
with
one
it.
bit.
I didn't say anything. No, it's the first game. I'm sorry, this is the second game, and then the first game is the one that we played. So this is what did I say the name of this game was? I don't even remember.
I don't remember either now.
Danger Zone 2. This is Danger Zone 2. Danger Zone 1 comes after this, and that's the one that we played originally. Alright, I give that Once and Always Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie a 10 out of 10.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you something. All these stupid fucking people online saying, the CGI, it's like, fuck you.
It doesn't matter.
I see all these bullshit movies, and all these people are 10 out of 10. Now it's my time. It's my turn to go 10 out of 10.
You're so focused on how awesome it is that you're just overlooking the nonsense.
This
like
was
there's
better
no...
than that fucking movie from 2017. Or
way
2016,
better.
whenever that movie came out.
Yeah, that was really disappointing.
This is the movie that should have been in the theaters. But I enjoyed it. Loved it. I give it a 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5. This is what we've been waiting for. Unfortunately, I had to wait 30 years to watch it. Saban really dropped the ball, man, back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
He's quoted as saying nobody cares about the characters, they care about the colors. Well, you're fucking wrong, baby. Because we got Billy and Zach back.
Here we are, watching them.
Rocky, Adam, Aisha, and Kat. And Rita. They were all back.
They're all there.
Now,
The original Megazord, it's all there. All
Yeah,
there.
and it was a CG fight, and it was pretty damn good.
It was
People are
amazing.
bitching about that. Here's AutoZone. Here's the first game. This is the game that we
AutoZone.
played. They should make a game. I'm shocked they don't.
All right.
7.
Yeah.
Get in the zone.
Danger Zone. This is Danger Zone 1. This is the game that we played
Mm.
last, was it a year or two ago? I don't even remember. Those 90s Power Ranger films. You know
If
what,
you
man?
like that, you'll
I'm
love
gonna
this.
say this. This comes close to the first movie.
Wow. That's a pretty that's pretty impressive considering how many years they've kind of fumbled with this, you know.
Well, Hasbro owns it now, and Hasbro. You know who wrote the script? David Yost, who is the
Oh,
Blue
wow.
Ranger. He wrote the script, and Hasbro looked at it and goes, "All right, we'll get you a deal with Netflix." Whereas Saban would be like, "Are you crazy? This is going to cost X amount of money. We're not doing this."
Like think of every excuse under the sun to not do it.
It
you
took
know?
30 years to get this project off the ground.
Yeah. It's
Um,
ridiculous.
It says that there's a little tribute for the Green Ranger at the end, and there's a little tribute for the Yellow Ranger. Obviously, this movie was made and filmed before Jason David Frank's passing, but they did include him in because if they didn't, you would have heard the internet blow up like crazy. But the internet is blowing up like crazy, mostly in a positive way about this film. So if you have Netflix, check it out. Give it a double thumbs up. Let them know because I want another film like this.
Yeah, please watch this. They
And
left it
they
open
left
in
it
a way
open.
they could do it. Yeah.
Kind of like The Mandalorian left it open, but there you go.
Oh yeah, we saw that too. That's right. Even if you only watch Mighty Morphin, you could still enjoy this. Like it's just back to that.
Yeah, it's a
So
Mighty Morphin movie.
yeah, I would definitely recommend this to everybody. Please check it out.
Check it out. Give it a double thumbs up. Netflix has thumbs up and double thumbs up. Give it double thumbs up. Let them know. I'm sure the numbers are going to go crazy. I'm going to unsub. That's the only thing I'm going to watch on here multiple times. I'm unsubbing from them. But it's just going to let them know, like, hey, I only watch this and I sub for this. I paid my $20 to watch it.
When you get to see them morph in HD, like, there's just something about it.
You know, I really like the teleporting. It was just like,
yeah,
like right
they
in
didn't
your
waste
face.
any time.
And the sound effect for it and everything, it was like major.
Yeah.
It's the way it should have been. And it was very adultish. Here's the thing. We always talk about like Nintendo doesn't grow up with their audience. Power Rangers, this Power Rangers group grew up with their audience. Fucking train, shut up.
The first like 10 minutes, you're like, holy crap, this is like hard. Like this is like a heavy thing to watch.
Right.
I mean, it's still corny and kiddie, but it's like way more dark than the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, when you're writing the script, you got to think, all right, all these people that watch this are like, you know, older. So
Well, they get the feedback from the conventions, from the fans.
yeah, that too. Yeah.
This only came back because of that. There was no way they were just going to approve it. But the fans we're in our 40s now.
And they're lining up to fucking meet them, you know.
They're lining up to meet them to buy all the toys. I only have some of the classic stuff, but a lot of people are buying everything. People are crazy.
They love that nostalgia.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah. That's cool, man. That's cool to hear. It's awesome, you know. I told Nick about it. I was like, yeah, it comes out on your birthday. He's like, oh. You know. So, hopefully he checks it out.
He didn't even give an opinion. He just made noises.
Mastodon.
Oh my god.
Well, happy birthday to Nick. Today was his birthday.
Yes.
Yeah, happy birthday, Nick.
Shout out to my friend who passed as well, Katie. It was her birthday today. She would have been 40. Yeah, it sucks, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, shout out to your brother. Happy birthday to Nick, my former co-host over at Cheap Pop. There you go.
Oh yeah.
And he might guest star on here when you're gone for a week or two. We'll find out.
Oh,
we'll
right.
ask if he wants to come on.
Yeah.
Keep somebody in the family on here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has to be one of them present at all times.
Yes.
Old stuff is great to show our kids today because today's stuff is bullshit. Thank you.
You're
Somebody
telling
said
me.
we were talking about that when we were watching it today.
Yeah, none of the ideas are just good anymore. You know, it's like it's the same thing with the movies and the TV show and the games. It's like, man, they captured something in a certain time, and I think you see that with these,
You know why,
like
Anthony? Because
people like
back
her.
then that's all we had.
Yeah,
Now you got the internet, you got 5,000 million things, you can do whatever you want. You had to only watch, it was Fox Kids and WB, or Channel 11, which had
Right.
Disney stuff on it.
11.
Those were the two channels like kids would watch. Yeah, and
Yeah, and
ABC Family down the
yeah,
line and
right.
CBS, but it was really
That's all you
Fox
had, and like,
Kids and
yeah,
Disney Afternoon. That's pretty much what I
and
grew up with.
everybody, and it wasn't like anybody could just, everyone was on a different wavelength. Like a lot of times the channels were limited, and everyone was getting fed the same kind of like media, and that's why like music and movies and things, they caught on because everyone back then was watching an MTV or watching like that information was
MTV was the
specific.
commercial to sell you the cassette or the
Right.
CD. People don't
Yeah.
realize that.
And
The
that's why,
radio
and back
was
right.
the promotional tool to get you to buy the CD or the tape.
Yeah, and like you said, it's like everyone was like back then things just seemed bigger because everyone was like being exposed to the like now it's like you have so many outlets and everyone's on their own like stream or their own website, but like back then it was very limited.
Right.
Like you said, less is more, but everyone was like, I think you guys appreciated stuff more from that era, and I did too, even when I was younger in like the early 2000s too, because it was more like simplistic. Now it's like it's so wide with the internet and everything's like there's so much information about like games and movies and stuff. It just the less is more aspect of it is also why things seem to be like to like catch on. Like everybody knew about certain trends back then. Where today, like everything gets lost because there's so much info out there and so many apps. But back then, it was like you knew about the biggest band or you knew about the biggest pop band or the biggest movie because everybody was watching the same channels, and it wasn't like everything's everywhere now like how it is today. So yeah, that's a good point. It's like less is more, but that's what you had and you
That's all we
appreciate it. So
had.
when you see Power Rangers, you're like, dude, there is not. Where else are you going to go to find something like this? Like what the other channels that are showing the same other generic shows?
Saban's
like no,
other ripoffs couldn't even fucking handle it.
right? It couldn't capture the flame.
VR
like
Troopers,
that did.
which was on Channel 11, wasn't even on Fox Kids. It was on Channel 11. We checked out VR Troopers. The fucking show sucked. That would have a cult following, I would say, but not even because it was so underwhelming. And by
Right.
the way, they took the Green Ranger off of Power Rangers and put him on VR Troopers. You can watch the pilot on YouTube for free. That's where the Green Ranger theme song debuts on that show. Obviously, not singing Green Ranger, but it's an instrumental. But the kids wrote to Saban and said, "We want Tommy back on Power Rangers." Because they said the thing where he lost his powers and that was it. And they were going to wrap him up, have him launch VR Troopers, and make that a successful show. It's all about the colors, though, right? Right? I guess
what
not.
was the song? Go VR Troopers.
No,
go.
there was no. I don't think there were words to it.
Oh, okay.
It's just the instrumental for it. But that song debuted on that show, which it debuted on the pilot, which nobody saw until YouTube. They uploaded it to YouTube. Somebody uploaded it. But they got so many letters that they brought him back and made him the White Ranger. The guy that took his place on VR Trooper was going to be the White Ranger. So they swapped the guys, and that guy's career got destroyed over there. But he did come back and voice the Gold Ranger for a couple episodes in Power Rangers Zeo. So there you go. There's your little trivia for you. Jason David Frank was put on VR Troopers.
That would have been a disaster.
But yeah, I mean, Saban couldn't even compete with himself. It was such a monster. So they would have kept the old shows ideas and made the modern kids today would be a lot better, I think. Yeah, but you got to change with the times. You can't. There's a lot of stuff now that you can't even. It was funny back then. Some of the stuff isn't funny now. You know, times change. You got to move with the times, and it's just like when you talk to an old person. Well, Matlock was a better show than half these shows today. Yes, it was a better show in 1958 when Matlock came out. But it's now 2023. Matlock.
Well, there's still some smart and
It's a
clever
cult
shows that have,
classic, but
yeah, there's still some smart and clever shows that have messages, but they're
90% of people
between.
today ain't gonna watch it.
Right. And a lot of times, like, you know, a lot of my friends that have like younger brothers, like, or super young brothers, like, they're into YouTube and streaming. Like, they want to watch a fucker on Minecraft like build for hours. Like, they don't give a shit about shows anymore. A lot of them don't. It's just changed. It's because they're always on the tablet. It's always on the YouTube app. Like, that's what they like to do. They want to install the mods on the computer and break my friend's computer. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of stuff that they're into.
I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube. I'm on YouTube all fucking day long.
That's it, man. That's why I pay for premium, because it's worth it.
I got YouTube TV in case I want to watch something, but I mean, besides that,
yeah, I have that too. Well, like, obviously it's for the house, but like I barely use it. But it's like, it's still there. It's still shit you could throw on. There's still movies on there. There's obviously there's the free
YouTube itself has free movies.
Yes, all the time. And Perry's always talking about how they're updating that shit. They always have good stuff on there.
Fight Night Champion. I sucked ass at this game. You'll see the clips. My dad loved this game. So there you go. YouTube all day. Yeah, exactly. I love YouTube. The attention span for kids now is crazy short. That's true. Because there's so much. You have to understand, RWK, it's crazy short because there's so many things they could do. They could watch TV. They could pull their phone out. They could play a game. They could do this, that. When we were kids, man, like, we had a Nintendo and a TV. And we either watched TV or we played Nintendo.
It was like whatever your house had or your parents had, and that was it. It was like, it's like, or if my brother had a console, it was the same thing. It's like you would just play what was there.
Super Mario World took me probably 3 months, 6 months, a year to beat, because I didn't play it all day long. Play a game for a couple hours, turn it off. Live life. Go back to it whenever you feel like it and keep playing. But we didn't sit there all day like we do now, where we got to stream it and beat a game, and
there wasn't that urgency to like do so much with it. It was like you just had it and you just took a slice of it at a time.
That's why I don't know if you remember when Gears 3 came out, you beat it in like the first like 8 hours or something. You beat it on day one, and I'm like, bro, trade it in and get your money. Like, no, I'm gonna keep it. I'm like, well, why the hell did you beat it so quickly then? But that's because it's a different story.
Yeah, I mean,
you needed to know the ending because you're a big fan and you wanted to get it done. That's what we do now, though. When new games come out, we just beat it and we're done with it. Back then, you took your time to beat a game, even if it took about a year.
Plus, nowadays you can consume other content while you're doing it. Like when I'm running through RE4, I'm listening to something, I'm watching something on my tablet. Like I'm doing multiple things at once. So it's like just totally different now. Before, you, like you said, you had to choose, like, oh, am I going to play Nintendo or am I going to watch TV? Like, there's one screen in the room. That was it.
I could do 20 different things at once.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I like, like if I'm going for collectibles, like I'll listen to something else as well.
We're doing it now. We're streaming. We're talking to the chat room. We're watching video.
Yeah, websites.
We're presenting video.
Here.
Like, we're doing all this crazy stuff right now.
But people like that. They like when you have footage and you talk. Like, they like that because it gives them a visual, even though like the game has nothing. Like, the games are just playing and we're talking, but people just like to have a visual.
Yeah, or they might turn around and be like, you know what, he's playing Fight Night? That's Fight Night? I'm going to download that. We're helping sell games and shit now. Like,
right.
It's different.
And they're looking between us on the side and then there's multiple screens already on one screen. So it's like, it's just, there you go. You can look at any one of our cameras and then you also have the game footage. So it works out. But yeah, you're right. It's like everything is like multi-monitor, it's very, very fast. Where the only thing you'd have in your room would be like the game console, the TV, and then a strategy guide. And that's what I remember,
Back then games were so long, we got our money's worth. That's true. But I don't like now when you make a game 100 hours long and it's like, come on, man, I don't have 100 hours. I'm older. Back in the day when I was a kid, yeah, like we had less things going on back then.
Now forget about it.
Forget about it now.
Lucky if I get 4 hours a night, 3-4 hours a night. And that means I gotta not sleep.
RE4 Remake is perfect. It's like the perfect. It's like, I mean, without using all the codes and shit or cheats or whatever, it's like a 12-hour game. Less than that sometimes, maybe 8-hour game. That's fine. I don't have an issue with that. But these like RPGs and shit, it's like 150,000 hours. I don't have time for
Too
that,
much.
man. It's fucking ridiculous. And then I hate where devs they feel like they have to make the game long by padding it out. It's like, don't do that. I don't have time for that. Respect my time, please. Well, we want to give you your money's worth. No, you don't. You don't fucking care. Don't give me that bullshit. They just want people to praise it for being a long game.
I thought you were gonna say respect my authority.
No. What authority do I have? I have no authority over that.
Respect my time.
Respect
No,
my
you're
time.
right.
That's all I ask. I'm 100 years old now. I'm not.
We
Like,
don't all.
When we were kids,
have time for
Ocarina of
that.
Time was fucking awesome. Like, we didn't care how long it took to beat because it was fun.
Right.
I can't play that game now. You fucking crazy? I'm gonna be like, come on, man. This shit's boring.
Just a lot of like backtracking and getting lost, and it's annoying.
Forget about it. We watched TV with our parents at night in the living room. That was it. And the what? I don't know what house you grew up in, but that wasn't my house. Sorry about that. This guy's finding magazines all over the place. Resident Evil 4 was perfect length. Elden Ring was pretty long.
Well, Elden Ring,
Elden Ring's
that's
fun.
obviously going to be, that's probably going to be the more.
I'm talking like
chunkier
God of
game.
War, where it's like you're fucking tired.
Yeah, that was
You
too
just
much.
put 10 hours into it, and there's like another 30 hours you gotta go. And it's like, come on, man. I put 10 hours in. I want to be done.
Horizon also.
They should be paying us to fucking play games. Horizon? Fuck Horizon. I'm fucking
another
done with
one
that
that's just
franchise,
way
man.
too
Fuck that
long.
franchise. That's a franchise that needs to go, get out of here. Get that out of here right now.
It looks like that's gonna happen. So
Talk to people fucking 45 hours later. It's like, bro,
I mean, that's way
you
too
have a
long.
good game here, and then you're fucking it up by having me talk to 25,000 people. You could probably beat Silent Hill like 15 times. The original Silent Hill on PS1, 15 times. By the time you're done with Horizon Forbidden West. Wow, Bankruptcy Horizon. There you go. Elden.
We'll beat that game fast as hell. So that, you could probably do that for Silent Hill.
Isn't Elden Ring getting DLC? It got DLC.
Yeah.
Elden Ring is an RPG. It's supposed to be long. Yep. But
Yeah, you
Elden
got the
Ring's
multiplayer
fun.
update.
Even when you get killed, you're having fun in Elden Ring, you know?
I liked it. That was my first like Souls game I played on this channel. I streamed it at the shop, and it was. I mean, I played for 2 hours, but it was fun. I mean, I don't really know what I was doing. Like, I wasn't like good at it, but it was still really cool. Like for me to jump in and kind of check it out, going in blind and just seeing how how it runs, how it works, how it moves. Like, I like to check out more of the Soul stuff.
Right.
So. And it's a big game. I mean, that's a game that, when that comes out, like, they're not fucking around. That's going to be, that's going to be the shit. So I'm happy that there's at least a few devs that are doing it right.
My dad liked playing Destroy All Humans. I think he beat the first and second game, the originals.
Those are great games.
That game.
And I gave him, about a year or two ago, I gave him the collector's edition of the reboot. With the little alien and everything. It was like some flying saucer thing. It was like a sculpture type thing, like a statue.
Yeah.
So he really enjoyed that. But he loved this game. Always talked
That is
great
a
about
great
it.
game.
I had fun playing a little bit of it here. So seriously, why can't God of War let you skip cutscenes? I want to play it, but I'm not watching a 50-hour movie. Yeah, exactly. Artsy fartsy stuff. I agree. You know what just got skippable cutscenes yesterday, Anthony?
What's
I know.
that?
Your favorite game that's $70 and won't drop in price.
Callisto?
Yeah.
You can finally skip cutscenes.
God.
Due to the many fans' feedback, it's like, who the fuck's playing that game? The game is like 7 months old.
I mean,
Drop
I
the
still would
price,
like to go
dickhead.
back and play it on the New Game Plus, but I mean, that's cool. I can skip the stuff now. Maybe it's good. I just waited
Hey,
to play
fix the
it like
frame rate
after
and
I
drop
beat
the
it.
price, and then we'll talk.
Imagine if RE4 remake you couldn't skip the cutscenes
Oh
when
my
you're on your
God.
4th playthrough. My God.
Forget it.
I just hit skip.
Me too. Skipping cutscenes is in every game. No,
No,
it's
a
not.
lot of games don't.
It
It's
is not.
horrible.
They're assholes, man.
They have to add it into a lot of games, if even. While we're watching a cutscene, we're bitching about cutscenes.
But this is a skippable cutscene that we're watching, so
It's pretty good too. Why would you want to skip it?
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I remember my friend left this game at my house like accidentally the one time, and I just like played the shit out of it, and I was like, I love this game, you know. And then I had to give it back to him, and I was like, oh man, I gotta get this. And I never actually ended up buying it, but then I
It's
got the
usually
remake.
$5 digital on Xbox, and then the remake. I think the 2 remakes were on sale for like $18 together or something.
I actually have this physically because I think Amazon had it for like $10, I think physically the one time, but I'll probably just get it digital too, just to have it.
It's a new
You know-
Resident Evil movie looking John Wick. Fuck John Wick.
You know,
I
I
said it.
played.
I've never
I
seen
like
John
John
Wick,
Wick.
and I don't give a fuck.
I like
Fuck
John
him.
Wick.
Do Speed 3. The real Speed 3. Go ahead.
You know, Jason Patrick was in Speed 2.
I know he was. You should tell him, be like, yo, you ruined the movie.
Tyler kept wanting me to bring. He's like, "Yo, you got to talk to him about Speed 2." I'm like, "I'm not. I'm not bringing up Speed 2."
He'll probably walk
God
out
damn
if you
it.
do.
Yeah, you know.
I like how everyone returned except for Keanu Reeves.
I know.
Even the fucking
like-
guy at the end. He was the fucking guy in the first one.
Yeah.
He stole his car.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell, man?
All right, go ahead, Frank.
It was this game I played on the hacked Xbox, the hacked original Xbox back then. That's how I played it.
The graphics look really good because they enhanced it or whatever. On this one, the OG.
Yeah, this was on Game Pass. I think they're just taking it off Game Pass now, the enhanced version or whatever. So
Was working on a different movie and couldn't do. No, he didn't want to do Speed 2. Do you guys? I'll give you one here. Keanu Reeves used to be homeless before The Matrix.
I've heard that before.
He actually lived with a bum outside. The bum and Keanu Reeves had a motorcycle, and he would always get on the bike and go get beer for him and this homeless guy. The homeless guy gave him a helmet for his motorcycle.
When he got money, did he go back and help him?
I don't know, but yeah, he was homeless for a while. You guys didn't know that, right? Look it up. He used to be
I'd
homeless.
heard that before, but
Yeah, he was. We're talking like 1997, 98. He was homeless. Did The Matrix? Forget it. The guy's a 100 millionaire now.
he's
Quadruple.
breathtaking.
He's a trillionaire. There you go. He is an odd
He's not a
character.
trillionaire.
He will be. He'll buy Microsoft. God,
Yeah.
I just acquired PlayStation. He's got more money than Sony.
Stallone.
Stallone.
Come on.
No,
I took Stallone
he
to
was
the salon.
okay. So he was in a movie, but he wasn't performing in a movie. Stallone.
Yes, he was. Yes, he
he
was,
was
in
like
a
a
movie,
background character.
Party at Katie and Studs. That's what it was called. And then they re-released it as the Italian Stallion after he got, famous.
What a ripoff, huh?
Just to cash in on the name. They're like, you know what? He's big now. Let's just call this the Italian Stallion. Just to fucking sell it like they're
Generally
assholes.
a person that he's humbled. Yeah, because he used to be homeless.
Yeah, when you've seen Absolute Zero, then you're like, yeah, I'm not gonna, I'm gonna stay pretty humble when I climb
Homeless
up.
game is different now. Look at Anthony's girlfriend. What? What the fuck? What are you writing in my chat?
That's not what he meant.
No. I know exactly what it means. Well, I've been there actually, so I've seen it. But I didn't really I didn't go into that stuff, but like, it wasn't anything like you wouldn't see in New York City. Like, it wasn't like I went to California and I was like, holy shit, like, but I get it.
Yes, you know what's funny, Kama? I thought of Robert Downey when we talked about Keanu just now. Good thing you brought that up. Us Cooper, Keanu a few times, babysat Keanu a few times. Keanu's mom was a costume designer, worked a lot of rock bands. Didn't you say last year, Robert? Yes, I did say that. He was drunk and he crawled into a kid's room and went to sleep.
Yeah, he was
The
a
kid
mess.
ran out of the fucking room screaming. The cops come in and he's just fucking sound asleep in the kid's bed.
Wait, what?
He was
Downey
like a
Jr.
real bad
Downey
drunk
Jr.
and
would get
drug
so
addict.
drunk he would break into the wrong houses and pass out. He apologized to everybody for that. I mean,
Was Iron Man his comeback, or
That
did he do
was.
stuff before
Iron
that?
Man was his comeback.
He got sober before Iron Man, like right before then.
Yeah. Whoa. What are we looking at here?
Oh.
The cow just crapped on this guy. He was high. No, he was mostly drunk. I mean, he did coke. I mean,
Yeah, he probably. Yeah, he
Downey
definitely
Jr.
dabbled.
was a huge croquette at one point, but he straightened himself out, which is really good.
Yeah, and he comes back and makes like his biggest films.
Iron Man was the comeback story.
Yeah.
He actually spent jail time too. Yeah, they all did. Sherlock Holmes was so good. The game?
Less Than Zero was a good movie too. That was like one of his older, like one of his films from the '80s. That was really good.
Wasn't there a movie with him and Jamie Foxx where Jamie Foxx was a singer or some shit?
Maybe.
I think that was
let me
right
see.
before or after Iron Man.
It was
Oh, Sherlock Holmes.
All-Star Weekend.
All-Star Weekend. No, that wasn't a movie.
No,
Sherlock
that's
Holmes.
unreleased.
That's right. Robert Downey was in Sherlock Holmes. I forgot. Yes, I saw the first one.
He was in a movie in 2007 called Zodiac, and it was actually really good. And it's one of my favorite like murder.
It was based on his life.
Yeah. Yes. Little did you know it was him. No. He played a detective in that, a real detective, and that's such a good movie. And that came out right before Iron Man, but it was so good, and that was like part of his like comeback. David Fincher makes great movies. It's the same dude that did Fight Club, but that was like such an accurate depiction
David
of all the
Fincher,
stuff that
didn't he
happened.
do Alien 3?
I don't think so. Maybe he did.
Who was Alien
Because he did
3?
Seven. He did Seven as well. He directed Seven. He directed Fight Club. He directed hold on one second. He did,
Robert Downey was in a movie called Dr. Dolittle, one of the worst
yeah.
movies of all time.
Yes.
That was a really bad movie.
Woody Harrelson won a movie together. A Scanner, Darkly, based on a dick book. I don't know what he's talking about.
Fuck's that.
I never read that.
Oh
book.
yes, he did. You're right, Perry. Yes, he did do Alien 3. That was his first film.
Yeah, because he got a lot of shit for that movie.
Yeah. So he went out and was like, I'm going to do Seven instead, which obviously was a good move.
It was a good movie, yeah.
He did Panic Room, Zodiac. He did Curious Case of Benjamin Button, but I didn't
see that.
It was alright. I saw it.
He did The Social Network, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Gone Girl, Mank, and The Killer, which I guess they're coming out on Netflix. So there you go.
Let me check Amazon.
You Little had such a killer trailer. Wait, what? For what? A killer trailer? I don't even remember that.
The Eddie Murphy Dr. Dolittle is the best one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to throw one on, that's got to be the one.
I'm checking Wario to see if he posted anything.
Yeah, because I can't check anymore because Discord makes us disappear for some reason.
Deal of the day is a 1 terabyte SSD NVMe for $60.
Nice. That's how much they cost now. I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
$60 cash money.
So, I can download this? How does that work? Update Prime Video? Yeah, sure. Oh shit, I could download the movie. That's crazy. So, my dad was in a movie. We talked about this really briefly on the show. He's in a movie it's on Amazon, this film. Tomorrow's Today.
Yeah, I saw it.
You watched it. Unfortunately, I did not watch it. I bought it. It's on my Amazon account, which is why I logged into Amazon just now. I bought it right before you watched it, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. So I will be checking it out at some point. But yes, if you guys want to go watch that film, my dad's in it for what? How long?
Just a couple seconds, but I mean, he's in a pretty great scene. Like, probably the best scene in the movie, in my opinion. I'm not just saying that. Like, that was the best scene to me.
Yeah, it was like I think what's your guy? The guy from Rocky, Paulie, Burt Ward, is that his name?
It is
He's in that
let's
movie
see.
too.
Yeah, it's Burt Young.
Burt Young. Oh, I said Burt Ward. Burt Young. You can check that film out. Like I said, it's on Amazon. You guys want to watch it? Let me know what you think. I will try to get around to it. He did tell me a little bit about what was going on, but I told him that you did watch it and you enjoyed it, so that was good.
Awesome.
So I told him that you said that was the best scene in the film.
It was. It was the most action in the whole movie.
Well, there you go. I'll have to check it out for myself. Man with the Winnie the Pooh tattoo. What? Discord leaking documents on what was that? Minecraft Discord.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
did.
god, I saw memes about.
There's
that.
a lot of levels of problems to that whole thing, but it is what it is.
Leave it to Minecraft.
For the Xbox One? What? What's for Xbox One?
What's $60?
The girl with the dragon tattoo. I watch it. Okay, so my wife read the books, and we have the Blu-rays, and then we have the remake Blu-ray.
That's David Fincher too. Yeah.
Is that's the remake though that he did?
I think he did the remake.
We had the actual films, and then the remake. The remake came out afterwards, and
the remake came out. Yeah, the remake came out in 2011.
Yeah, with Daniel Craig over there, and
and
stupid
Rooney Mara.
bitch from A Nightmare on Elm Street over there.
Yeah,
I wanted to quit acting. What are you?
This is our film, baby. Yeah, well, you're making a shit film.
The Xbox Series
No,
X
it's an NVMe.
No, NVMe.
Yeah. If it was $60, I'd be like screaming, "Everyone go buy it!" Like I did last time. It was $60.
They even fucked up on the storage for that thing, man. Don't even get me started. We thought it was gonna be cool and everything. Don't worry, more companies will make cheaper ones. Yeah, and then Western Digital makes the same exact price that's on sale for the other one. I shall make a console called the Elgato. There you go.
Elgato.
I'm looking up to see if anything else happened.
Yeah, see if there's any other news.
What the hell, Frank? You didn't pick up Star Trek Nemesis Blu-ray re-release and
I got it
Star
in
Trek
that
Generations.
It's in that set that I bought.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry.
Generations.
How do I check my members again? I'm gonna check on my phone.
You go on your phone.
Studio. Where am I going to
I haven't
earn?
Pull it up on my phone
Membership
before, but it's probably just as easy as.
Oh, this isn't gaming news, but this is great news. I heard Fast 11 is the last Fast movie they're making.
Thank the fuck Christ.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
I like how that's announced before Fast 10 even comes out.
Well, because they want everyone to go see it, because I'm sure it's waning, the amount of people that are seeing it.
I mean, how many times are you going to make these movies?
There's 10 movies.
Analytics.
I posted, it came up on my Facebook memories when like Fast 8 or 9 was coming out. I put a meme where it was like, please stop. Like, it's been years.
Super Cop. Meet the cop that can't be stopped.
And don't forget, everyone, check out the Godzilla X Kong teaser. They
Yeah, I didn't even
posted
know
it.
about that till today.
It's
Shout out
only
to
a
Eli. He was
minute
here.
long.
We were hanging out with Eli today. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
he's going to Japan starting what?
He's leaving
Monday.
Monday, and he's going to be going for like 4 months.
So this is Scarface for the Xbox. My dad loved this game. I think he beat it. I'm not sure. He beat the Godfather game, which is going to come up next. I didn't even beat the Godfather game, so he beat that one. I think he beat this game though. I'm not sure. I can't remember. What's FNF? Fast and the Furious.
The Scarface game was awesome.
It was funny.
It's such a great concept. It's like, what if he just turned around and shot the dude and just lived?
Yeah,
And
if he
it's
killed
like-
the T800 that blew his head off.
yeah.
Yeah, but you're telling me that Tony Montana would be walking around town? He'd be
Yeah.
driving. Like, he wouldn't be walking on foot.
Well,
Hey, just kill me.
They explain that because he can't go back to the
Oh.
house.
Oh, okay. So that
Yeah.
makes sense then.
They kind of like write it in, and then you kind of like, you have to kind of like reclaim your turf because there's people that are trying to like take your areas that you took over.
Right.
So it's like they try to.
Oh, okay.
It was cool though. I remember my buddy, a kid from school, like probably in like 5th grade, he let me borrow it. You know, it's one of those things like you bring it in your backpack, and like he gives it to you, and you make sure the teacher doesn't see it because it's like rated M. You know, I remember playing that, and then it was cool though. That was on the PS2.
RWK, there are 3 movies, the originals. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. This Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, that was, I think, the first one.
Something like that.
Then,
Yeah, and then they were called something else for the other 2.
The Girl That Kicked the Beehive or some shit. I don't remember. They sell them in a triple pack on Amazon. Thought Paul
Yeah,
Walker's brother was going to be in the other one. Play as Brian one last time. Ride or Die. They retired that character. He's done. Wait another. Hey, I like the Godfather games a lot. I was surprised how good the PS2 Godfather was. The Godfather games are great. I like the Godfather game better than Grand Theft Auto. Excuse me, on the original Xbox.
That Godfather game is so funny. When you had the cheats on, oh my god.
Yeah, you're the Italian Terminator over there. I don't know if you guys could see us, but just hang on. Let me shout out our sponsors here. Just gonna.
Yeah, it's the girl who kicked the hornet's nest and the
There
girl
you
who
go.
played with fire. Yeah.
He's nuts.
What crazy
Same
titles?
shit. Come on.
They all came out in like 2009 in Sweden, apparently. The
Yes,
originals.
and they're dubbed. You could get the dub. The Blu-ray has the dub. That's why I bought them.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Because she read all the books, and then we got the pack, and then the remake came out or whatever. So I got that too.
It sucks they only
Or-
ever remade the first one. It's like they remade the first one, but they just never did the other
Yeah,
ones.
because Rooney Mara sucks. That's why they didn't fucking
Yeah.
make the other ones.
They probably didn't make enough money for US.
What am I doing here? We gotta go to memberships, right? If you can't see us, hang on 1 second. I will fix that. I'm just looking something up here. So I go to Studio. Go to Analytics or Earn. It's under Earn. Okay. Okay. So Dreadpool is now a member because I believe Nick had dropped a membership. He gifted a membership. So we have 3 members of the channel. See your members. Oh, we have more than 3 members. Jeez, what's going on here? Recent member activity. How come it doesn't tell you exactly how many members you have? Total members are 6. Okay, let's read the 6 members here on YouTube. Dreadpool, David R, Kama, RWK88, Nick, and Liquor Sandwich. Thank you for being members of the channel. Appreciate it.
Thank
I
you.
want to
Thank you, guys.
our sponsors on Patreon: JB Zombie 89, Abo, Hockey Fan, and Captain Catch. Thank you for being sponsors of the Game Complainers podcast over on Patreon.
Thank
I
you.
will fix us.
Thanks.
There we go. We should be popping up right now. I don't know what happened ever since there was like a Windows update or something. If I go to click on another window, it like disappears. So I apologize. Hopefully we don't have to keep doing it. The actress from Prometheus played the girl with the dragon tattoos in one of them. I think she was the girl in the dragon tattoo in all of them.
Oh yeah, yep.
That's right. You're right. 100% right. Forgot about that. Hornet's Nest and Spiderweb.
That's
The only last Fast and Furious movie Paul Walker is in. I honestly have no internet, no interest. Yeah, they did. I think it was in the 6th film or 7th film. They did a tribute to him, as far as him leaving the group. But then they brought the sister back because the whole point of him leaving was he was going to go live with the sister and be done with it. Vin Diesel's sister. But then they put her in all the new movies, so I don't know what's going on. I gotta thank
Time
Nick
for them
again.
to
Thanks,
end.
buddy. What?
It's time for those movies to end.
Yeah. I know she wasn't in a remake with Daniel Craig. Well, there you go. The girl that kicked the bee's knees, the bee's knees. RWK8 with a 499 super chat. Thank you so much. Sure do enjoy you all. Thanks for everything. Looking forward to 10 years still. The 10-year anniversary is still going to go down. Listen, I'll be honest. I'm just going to be fucked up for a little bit until I figure out what's going on. But I got to deal with a lot of shit tomorrow. So hopefully it's positive stuff. We will see. The girl with the Wawa tattoo, a tribute by Anthony. There you go.
That's awesome. That's a good one.
The girl who
you
kicked
should film
the
that. That
Anthony
should be the next short movie.
Yeah. She stunned everybody with the Wawa tattoo.
That movie's pretty like sexual and graphic and everything. I'm surprised my wife read all that stuff.
I'm curious, like how the books compare. You know.
Oh, I'm sure she could tell you.
Yeah.
It was like, remember that 50 Shades of Grey? That was a book.
Yeah, I know.
And it turned into like this big movie franchise and everything. Then
Girls were all moaning in the theater and shit. Like it's just so
they were doing that.
so stupid. I that's just what I heard. You know. But like I've never I wasn't dating anybody at the time anyway when that came out, so there was no way I was getting my ass dragged to the theater to see that fucking thing. So Twilight's one thing, but god damn it, I'm not gonna see some like softcore like, you know.
Well,
thing,
Twilight
like,
girls just want you to hug. They want to hug you while Twilight's happening.
While the vampires glisten in the sun, you know. Yeah.
Yo, remember that guy promoted? It was it Patterson or whatever? Pattinson? What's his name? Batman.
Robert Pattinson.
Oh yeah. Robert
to
Patterson,
promote.
yeah.
You fucked up. Look at that. Look what it says on the screen. To promote Twilight, he got out of a car, like a Ford Focus or something, with no shirt on. And his abs are like glowing. There's the Godfather game. My dad beat this game. He beat the whole game. And he got mad because he's like, I beat the game and took over everything, but there's nothing else to do. It's like, well, yeah, you beat the game. But apparently you could keep going. You keep playing the game, even though you own everything. Well, that was the best when the shit came out. It brought handcuffs and all kinds of shit. What are you talking about? What the fuck is this guy talking about in the chat?
Apparently
Handcuffs.
somebody liked it.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
He had to buy a house with a basement.
I was gonna say, yeah. I was gonna say, if you're as creepy as that dude that's in that movie, then I'm sorry, I can't help you, man. I'm just kidding. But god damn,
You should tweet Phil Spencer. We want Twilight exclusive to Xbox.
you want Twilight on Game Pass right now.
Yeah,
If there's not Twilight DLC in Redfall, I'm not playing it.
My wife likes 50 Shades. My wife read that book, I think. I had to double check with her, but I think she read the book.
I don't know. It's
smut.
The fact that there's three, yeah, the smut. There's three of them.
As long as they make it look like a book, women think it's okay.
Yeah.
If they would have put that in a magazine, women would have been like, ew.
Yeah. Like, that's disgusting.
Because if it's in book format, it's okay to read.
Yeah. Because
It's
she's
more
describing
highbrow.
what's happening to her in, you know, in first person. It's okay. Yeah.
Twilight's
I heard the third one was supposed to be some kind of like, it tried to be like there was some like action elements in there. I don't know what the hell they were doing by the end of it. That's what I heard. I would just listen to the reviews of it, and like just hear like what people had to say. I was like, is there anything good that these films offer? No, probably
The
not.
only smut I want is Stalked by My Doctor.
I would rather watch Stalk by My Doctor like 20 times over because at least that has some like violence in it. Like, there's something going on. Like there's maybe a drop of blood or something. Here it's
We
just
should
like,
play that on the big screen outside. Scare all the neighbors.
oh, that'd be so funny. Yo, those movies are just awesome.
I bought them all on YouTube, so we got them.
Like,
I want
just
sparkly
so
vampires
funny.
on 4K 60 frames. Damn it, screw you, Redfall. Nah, Phil's not going to give you that because you want it. Phil,
Twilight
like
even
I know the
exist on
guy. I don't know the
4K?
guy at all. Twilight's
hope
coming
not.
as a show now. That's right.
Oh no.
How old is this guy going to be? He's going to be like 70 taking his shirt off for young girls?
Can I suck your blood?
And something else.
Yeah, we want the age of my grandfather. Oh.
They don't age though, so this is gonna be a huge.
No, he
plot hole.
fucking ages. Yeah, how you gonna explain him not being in the movies then?
That's what I'm saying. There's gonna be a big plot.
They gotta
hole.
CGI him to make him.
What's her
Fucking
name? Just gonna be
stupid
like,
movies.
what's that girl's name that has no emotions?
Oh, yeah.
Kristen
Oh,
Stewart.
yeah.
Your Bella's great granddaughter. Want to go
There's
out?
something about her face that just makes me mad.
Her
So
face?
creepy.
Dude, she fucking cheated on her boy Patterson with the fucking director of the movie.
Oh yeah. But she just like her acting abilities is like
And then I think she
bare
married
minimum.
some lady. So there you go. There's a bunch of stuff going on over there.
Yeah, she home wrecked that whole that whole set. Oh shit. Fuck those movies. Anyway, no.
I never watched them, so good luck.
I saw a bunch of them.
I saw the first
I was an
one.
adult when that shit came out, so I have no interest.
Yeah.
When did the first one come out?
Remember we went to Walmart for a
2008.
game and we saw the girls lined up because the fucking and there was a cake on the table. We're like, for what?
Oh my god, yeah, they had a Twilight release party, and then my brother, he was
There's
in
literally
Walmart
a bunch
or
of
whatever.
fat girls sitting on the floor, and there's a little table with a cake on it.
What were we buying at Walmart?
I think we went to go
happened?
grab a game or something.
Yeah, but what?
Because it was at midnight.
Yeah.
Oh no.
There you go, doing the hump.
I think it was me and Nick were in a Walmart.
It's
This had to have been when those movies were coming out and they would have those release parties there. And it was literally like they had this punch and like someone was pouring it. They're like, no, don't pour that. That's Edward's blood. And they were like saying that on the, and me and Nick looked at each other like, what the fuck is happening? Like, this is a whole nother like cult level of shit going on. Yeah, I didn't know what that was. And they had cake and everything. I don't know why the cake had to be there. I mean,
they're fat girls, Anthony. They're
Fat
hungry.
chicks love cake, bro.
they got to sit here all night for this DVD release. Because you know what it was? It might have been like,
Dude,
it might have
they're
been
all
for
together
Black
to get a
Friday.
DVD to go home and fucking watch it on their own. Figure that one out.
That's what I don't understand.
Bring the
It's not like a
TV.
game that you experience, like, and it's different every time you experience it. It's like you've already seen this movie to just bring it home and watch it. Like, why are you lined up for that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't see me lined up for a game that I already played. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't.
I
make
could imagine a
sense.
search history. Edward Twilight naked or something. Oh, fuck this guy. You gotta box this guy.
Oh yeah.
And then look what I do.
When we were waiting for the Wii U and people pulled up. We were waiting for the Wii U and people pulled up and asked what we were waiting for. We said Twilight on DVD.
Oh yeah.
He literally just killed the guy.
Drinking Clemento juice. Clamato juice.
Clamato.
Twilight.
man.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about stuff like that. But there you go. It could be.
No.
When the first one came out, I was still in high school, so I think I went
Yeah.
to see it with somebody or something. That's how I saw it.
See, you don't want to say the name because you're gonna get in trouble.
I'm not gonna
2000
get in trouble. It was like 20 years ago.
November of 2008, apparently. I think someone put it on. I think it was like that same year, but I think in 2009, into the next year, they like put it on it was one of like the homerooms, and I was just like, why are we watching this? Because
Yeah, that's
it's
not stuff you should
PG-13.
watch in school. Stupid.
Yeah, I mean it's PG-13, but like it was just the era, like that everybody just liked vampires and stuff, and like I'm just into the more like legit vampires. Like I'll watch True Blood and stuff like that. Like I watch that stuff, but that's just because it's like an adult show. Like it's actually literally an adult show. Like it's not this like PG-13 shit. So
Meanwhile, the guy from Twilight only gets Adam Sandler movies now. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you are typecast.
He looks like a human alpaca. There's a meme, and I always thought that. And then somebody put a picture of an alpaca next to him, and they look exactly the same.
oh no,
You can't convince me otherwise.
that's horrible.
Let's see what else is going on before we head on out, because I got a
Let me
big
check
day in the
first.
morning. Me and Frank actually have to go down there,
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up.
so it's gonna be a big deal. Yeah, I don't know. I'm playing the Godfather game on the original Xbox here. I think on the Xbox 360 it's in widescreen, so that's why you're getting 4x3 here. Were you still school in 08? Yes, he was.
He totally was. I was about to get out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Sorry,
saying.
RWK.
RWK saw the video like when you came here for the Resident Evil collection. He's like, damn, you're a big guy compared to Anthony. I was like, because Anthony was a kid when he showed up here.
Yeah, I was literally, it's like 19, 18.
He was a fucking 30-year-old man next to a
He's
fucking
just a baby.
17-year-old kid. So, anyway, what else you got going on? Hope Red Fine is good. Oh, fuck him. Fuck Nicolas Cage.
I like Nicolas Cage.
He's all right, but come on, he can't be Dracula.
I mean, would I
commercial
go in the
drives me
theater to
nuts.
see it? No, but I would definitely download it. Like, because I liked Willy's
He's like
Wonderland.
Dracula's stupid brother. That's who he is.
Willy's Wonderland was really good.
Ooh.
Willy's Wonderland was like the movie that he did that's kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's, but better. It's
I'll
like,
tell you a good movie he was in.
um,
Something
lot of 'em.
Paradise. What was that movie called? You probably didn't even see it, Frank.
What was it about?
John Lovitz and Dana Carvey were in it with him. Trapped in Paradise.
I've never seen it.
The three brothers and they go to rob a bank, but they rob the bank from like this family takes them in, right? And then they find out that the family is the people that own the bank and they're really poor.
What?
But they got people after them, like other gangster guys,
Oh,
and they know that they're going to get the money, so they like rob the money from them. And then at the end, they find out that the three of them really robbed the bank, and like Nicolas Cage's like, "Sir, we are sorry we took the money." And he starts like crying. He looks like shit.
oh man,
It's horrible.
it's so
It's like
funny
a
though.
comedy movie, but it's like a serious movie. It's like a dramedy, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's not too serious, but
I liked The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
John Lovitz is always great, though.
Yeah, the Unbearable Weight of Massive
computers now.
Talent was cool because that was more like he's playing a fictionalized version of himself, and Pedro Pascal's in that, but like their chemistry in that is hilarious. Like you wouldn't think that them playing off each other, and like I remember when they asked like Pedro about it in an interview, they were just like, "Well, how was Nicolas Cage?" And he's like, "Well, it depends which version of Nick Cage you got that
Ooh,
day."
Ouch.
Yeah, he was just like sometimes because he's like you couldn't tell if he was actually in character, but like he was always in character, so it was almost just like that. It's just the way he worked, like you know what I mean, like.
National Treasure is getting a TV show on Disney Plus, by the way.
I mean, that's
Oh.
arguably one of his best films, right?
I like
Is
it,
that
yeah.
safe to say?
Yeah, I
I
like
like
that.
it. Yeah. I think that's cool. You know what I did not like? The fucking one movie I watched recently, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this movie. And I think it was, oh man, it was after. I'm looking at his thing now.
Raising
What was it
Arizona
called?
was one of his best movies.
That was Raising Arizona was a good movie.
Yeah.
Knowing.
Oh,
Fuck
I didn't
that
see
movie.
that.
Don't waste your time. Like, it's such a like when you see the ending and the twist, you're gonna be like,
the Family
really?
Man. Come on.
Yeah, yeah, right. The fucking
the kids are jumping on the bed. He's like, I'm like, what? That was in the trailer too.
Can't forget Ghost Rider. You know what I mean?
Oh my
Oh,
god, I didn't even
God.
watch that. I didn't even bother.
He was good in Kick-Ass too. Kick-Ass was a good movie.
Yes, Kick-Ass was a good movie.
Yeah,
He
that's
was
a very
good. He was
underrated
good.
one.
You know
Yeah.
who's the bootleg version of friggin' what's this guy's name again?
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
Kevin Costner's a bootleg version of him.
Yeah.
It's like the WCW version of
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage. Kevin
but
Costner
Kevin Costner
has like a handful of good movies out of like the 25 million movies.
I was gonna say, I feel like he's been in so many, but only a few have been like that memorable. Where Nicolas Cage has been in like good and bad movies that are all memorable for
Kevin
maybe
Costner,
all the
you
right
know what
and
it
wrong
is?
reasons.
Kevin Costner, I feel bad for the guy, but he's just boring in a lot of movies. I think he's a genuinely good dude, but he's just boring in a lot of films.
Waterworld's getting a 4K, so you can watch him.
No.
He was good in that movie, that Hidden Figures. It was on. I got the 4K a few years ago. He was really good in that movie. About the girls that did the math for the spaceship.
Oh wow.
It's based on a true story. He was really good in that movie, and I was shocked. I was like, Kevin Costner's usually bland.
And that's probably one that like he didn't get, like probably
What's
any
up,
credit
man? How
for.
you doing?
What's up?
Just letting the chat know. Subscribe to Dreadpool. He's awesome. He's been talking to me on and off. He's been checking in. I appreciate that. He's a good guy. Check out Dreadpool, everybody. Go buy some merch now.
Do it now.
Or else. Summer's coming up. You're going to need a new shirt. ACR. Good lighter, especially. What?
Yeah.
What's he saying?
No, it's the gameplay with the
That was the ending of Warworld BS.
This is what you were doing in the gameplay with the shotgun was just so funny.
Oh, you're behind.
Oh.
This is funny. Yeah, I know. I was just watching. Yeah, I know. I'm not like caught up on the.
Yeah,
on
I had
clip,
to
but I was
redo the video already. But yeah.
Oh fuck! I was just laughing at that
because that game
I forgot
is
about
awesome.
that. I forgot about that animation.
It's too bad that that's not backwards.
Of course, out of all the games that aren't like,
it's the reason to own a Hack 360 to put cheats on it, play Godfather the game, the first one.
Yeah, just so you can play everything, at this point.
Hi Dreadpool, I enjoyed your MegaCon shorts. Kama, thank you for checking those out. Check out Dreadpool shorts over there. MegaCon shorts that you've uploaded.
His cargo shorts?
No, not the shorts he wears, but the YouTube shorts on his channel. Anytime, Dreadpool. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I'm just saying. Check Dreadpool's channel out. Check his merch out. Kama seems to like him. There's a lot of good stuff on his channel, man. I'm telling you. He did an unboxing recently of a camera, 360 camera. Check it out.
I love those 360 videos.
Maybe we'll get one of those for the 10-year anniversary, huh? We'll use his promo code or whatever. Anthony's going to have to buy it because I don't have like $800 on me.
I can see us naked in 360 degrees.
Yes, 360 view.
Don't give Dreadpool any ideas.
Just put it under the table and then
he puts it in his when he's taking a shower. You can see a 360. Oh man, we don't want to see those videos.
No. And subscribe to the Patreon now.
If you want my nude, subscribe.
oh look,
I have showers from MegaCon drumming one day for the rest of the month.
I think he didn't mean to write that. I think we ironically just like caused that.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
364.
Now you're talking.
Well, now he's going to get all the subs because everyone in here is going to jump on that deal. Disney's cutting 7,000 jobs next week. So is who just cut jobs? I think Sony just laid
WWE.
people off. Oh, WWE is about to fire a bunch of people too. So there you go, guys. Between January and June, it's layoff season. Microsoft just did it.
Spring cleaning.
Sony, I think, just did it. WWE's going to do it. Now Disney's going to do it. They all do it. Facebook.
Yeah, them too.
So this is what happens in these industries. They hire too many people. They make a lot of money, and then they say, you know what, fuck these people.
Oh, that too. I forgot what Dreadpool
Yeah,
said.
they laid off
Sony
Bungie
laid off
employees. There you go.
after they just bought them.
Shows you what a great investment that was, huh? They just got the name now, and they didn't make a game for them yet.
Yeah.
Another 4K for Facebook? That's fine. This is what happens in the tech industry. The entertainment and tech industry. All the time. I hope my kids lay off me. Sheesh. Oh, there you go. So, I mean, what else? Anything new before we go here?
Didn't see anything. Let me check one more time. Nope. Seems
Overpaid to
like the
keep
same old crap.
employees from bailing them out and laying them off. That is true. He's right. It's just like WWE. You know why they're firing people at WWE, right? Because Vince signed these guys not to go to AEW to like $800,000 a year contracts, and now Endeavor's like, yeah, we're not paying those.
Yeah, why would they? It's a waste of money.
Remember when they did that with Vince signed the Good Brothers, gave them $730,000 a year apiece for 10 years. And then, like, a year in, WWE fired them. And Vince was like, oh, it was Paul Heyman that did it. And AJ Styles believed him. And I'm like, dude, Paul Heyman doesn't own the company. Vince does. Vince fired them. You dumb fuck. And this guy AJ Styles is running around saying, Paul Heyman got my guys fired. It's like,
What the
bro,
fuck?
He's in
What the
control.
fuck? Microsoft gave their employees 6 months of pay. That's crazy. Yes, that's good. It gives them time to get on their feet. And it gives them medical. Gives them everything. That's really good. A lot of companies don't do that. I heard by June a lot of companies are going to be cutting people. Yeah, there you go. My own construction company is going to fire the bad workers and keep the hood ones. Oh, man. The good ones. Okay. I was going to say, man, what the hell are you trying to say in this chat?
You're gonna have street cred if you want to work there.
You gotta steal a couple tools for.
Yeah.
As a free bonus, we won't give you medical, but you can bury the bodies here.
Right before they
Then
lay
you'll
down
be
the concrete.
in. You'll be in. You know.
It's a concrete job.
Prove that you're a hood.
Literally. That's some GTA
man.
shit right
Dreadpool, really quick, are you picking up Dead Island 2 day one? That's what
People
I
want
think
to know.
Stevie Mac wanted to know that. You come to my crib and I'll show you my hood. Well, there you go. Remember remember the Cribs, that fucking show on MTV?
Oh yeah.
Pick my
They would
ride.
have those stupid transitions of like the hallway. Like it would be like, come in my house, and then it would be like it'd be like the hallway like extending, and then it'd be like
Maybe I meant
transitioning
Dead
into
Island 2. You have Dead Island 2 already? You pre-order it? Or you got a code or something?
People were asking me in my chat earlier if I was gonna get it, but I was like, I'm just gonna because I still have so much.
I think we're gonna be
with
fucking
RE4.
downloading that game before we buy anything at $70. Because
Yeah.
Yeah,
if it's
because
good,
dude, it's
maybe we'll
been in
do it.
development hell, and I don't trust just like
I
buying
bought the
it right
gold
away.
edition. You
Well,
know
he's
what
all
though?
in.
I will say, Anthony, it looks really good.
I mean, look, what I saw looked good, and I remember we talked about it.
Good thing you
when
didn't
they
buy
showed
Dying
the,
Light 2 though. That game sucked.
I know we talked about it when they showed the gameplay the first time. I thought it looked good. The gore features look good. The graphics look good. But I'd rather I'd rather wait to hear from you guys in the chat and stuff, and tell us like what you think, because I trust you guys.
Well, that's why you
And
got to subscribe to Dred's channel because he'll be streaming it.
yeah, so I'll
I'll
check out
definitely
his
be checking
stream,
that
or
out.
yeah, because like I'm obviously still busy with RE4. I'm not really interested in getting something new, but if
Right.
it's good, well then fuck it, right? But
I might
mean, if
try
it's
before I buy, just to make sure it's good and ready to
that
go.
too,
That's what I was
yeah,
hoping
that's
for.
that too.
Interview the devs and play the game. Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah, Dreadpool. He's got some connections there.
I mean, it's been built up for this long, so
The trailer looks actually pretty good. I don't know. Well, I'll check it out at some point. And if it's good enough, I'll pick it up. It's just, it sucks because you buy these games at 70 or 60 and they're all bullshit. I'm not saying that game will be, but you never know.
Or you don't really get to play. You don't get around to playing it as much, and then it drops to 30 a week later, or 2 weeks later.
Yeah, that happens all the
So,
time, though.
and I know we're gonna
Except
get
for
Star Wars next
Callisto
week.
Protocol.
So that never drops,
It's a
but
clerical error. They keep forgetting to drop the price because they made a clerical mistake.
error.
we'll be playing Star Wars next week, a week from Friday. So I'll
I have
put my money
pre-ordered
on
on
that.
Xbox, ready to go. Oh, by the way, Anthony, I tried Resident Evil 4 on the Steam Deck with the new packs.
Yeah.
And it basically runs beautifully on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
When you come here, I'll let you play Frank's.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
It's installed on there, but I haven't played since the update. So
Because before the update, you're running and it's just like all black shadows and stuff.
yeah, that's what was happening.
They update it with a pack and it runs fine.
I'll update it and check it out.
It's actually really good. So I was impressed. So I'm glad I waited until Dying Light 2 was $20. I'm making room for Star Wars now. It's like 200 gigs. It's 144
100
gigs.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But if you have a Series S, it's 44 gigs. Honestly, I did not buy the new Star Wars. Well, if I were you, wait as long as you can because usually those games become $5.
True. And if you're playing the other game anyway for a week or
Star
2
Wars
weeks,
might have a 10-hour trial too.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if I should get it on PC or Xbox.
I didn't get it on PC because even on Steam, I think you still need Origin.
Yeah.
Until that's straightened out, I'm not buying that shit on PC.
And I played the other one on Series X and it was good, so I'll probably get this one on Xbox.
I got it on Xbox. I think you guys kept giving me gift cards or something, so I got that.
Let me check, just for funsies, I'll check CD keys and see if it's like dirt cheap or something.
It'll be cheaper on Origin, most likely.
Yeah.
Or maybe you don't need Origin because Dead Space didn't require Origin
Oh,
on Steam.
no,
No, it
these
didn't.
are Origin codes, but it's 47.49, but you need Origin.
Yeah, so
That's
you know
not
what?
what-
Maybe you can buy it on Steam then and not have Origin. Because I just remembered I had Dead Space.
Oh yeah, I bought Dead Space on Steam, but CD keys only has Origin
Right.
codes.
You would
which
just
suck.
have to buy it off Steam then for full price.
Right. And what was the other one? Oh, Dead Island. Let's see if that's cheap
Dead
on
Island 2.
here. Might as well check, right? Uh, Dead Island 2. Oh no, is it Epic Games exclusive?
Oh
Or is it on
no!
Steam?
Well, it's not. It's on Xbox, so you can get it there too.
Yeah, I'm just checking. Let me see if
Evil
it's on
Dead comes
Steam.
out as well next week
Yeah,
on Steam, the Game of the Year edition. I'm definitely getting that. Have that on my Steam Deck. My wife's probably gonna pick that up too.
yeah. I think Dead Island 2 might only be on Epic.
Get that malware on your computer.
Evil Dead. Do they say how much is going to be on here?
Isn't a Sony show tomorrow? I have no idea, and to be honest with you,
No, they're
at
not.
this
I don't
point,
think they are.
I really don't give a shit. What are they gonna show me? Nothing. Spider-Man 2 September. And after Spider-Man 2 is out, what is there after that? Nothing.
I wonder how much no one's saying how much Evil
Excuse me.
Dead's gonna cost. I'm wondering.
Probably
I
gonna
don't
be
want to pay.
$40.
I don't want to pay full price, but
You don't have to. You could wait. You have it on
yeah,
Xbox.
yeah, I'll wait and I'll get it on my Steam Deck when it's on sale.
She just is obsessed with that game, so she's definitely picking it up day one.
Oh, and she's got the Steam Deck, so she's gonna want to play it on there.
Yeah, that's gonna be nuts, man.
It'll probably run fine on there.
Good old Steam. Well, anything else?
No, I
Because
didn't
me
see
and
it.
you
That
got
was
to get
quick.
up early tomorrow, so
Yeah, I better be up by like 9 o'clock at
I
least.
can't go to bed for like another hour and a half because I gotta go. I gotta shave. I want to do everything tonight. This way, tomorrow
Yeah,
I wake up, get ready, and get out of here. Last of Us remake trilogy, OG remake with factions deluxe. That's Spider-Man 2.
I didn't know there were 3 Last of Us games.
There will be
Yeah, eventually.
3
Not yet.
remakes, and then we'll get the other 2. Well, so we talked about Power Rangers. We watched Mandalorian, and Mandalorian ended pretty ambiguously.
That could be it.
It could be the last episode ever, or if it gets renewed, you can jump right back in. I think what's that guy's name?
Favreau.
I think Favreau wrapped it up pretty good.
Just in case. He put a nice little
Just in
ending on it.
case, they turn around and cancel that shit. So good. Good show. I like the season. A lot of people hated it. I like the season.
I thought it was great. There was only like one episode that wasn't like really that great, but it was still fine.
Yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, they're setting up like a storyline that they pretty much wrapped up without
Right.
really wrapping it up. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. Well, I will let you guys go. I'm gonna go too. I want to thank you all for watching. I know I've been streaming. Got a lot of stuff going on. I don't know when I'll be streaming. Maybe Saturday, maybe Sunday. I got a lot of stuff that's going down tomorrow and Friday. My free days are gonna be Saturday and Sunday, but I have to figure out what's up. I was only hoping to play Dead Island 2 on Friday with Death Dealer. Death Dealer is his wife. After breakfast with Boom, I don't know when I'll be finished, and Death Dealer will be working all day on Beauty and the Beast. Well, there you go.
Beauty and the
You see, Anthony,
Beast.
if you were friends with Dreadpool, his wife's a horror director.
Oh no shit, that's killer. That's awesome.
She can make
I didn't
better
know
movies
that.
than you.
Probably. Probably.
I'm looking
Wouldn't
forward
be
to
surprised.
Dead Island 2. There you go. Well, if you guys end up playing it this weekend,
Let us know.
let us
how
know
you
next
feel.
week on the show.
Yeah.
Because I know
If we have-
Alchemist, he was waiting for Stalker for all this time, but now,
When it comes out Friday, Dead Island?
yeah, I think it comes out Friday.
Okay.
If it becomes available to me, I will check it out. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen, so we'll see.
Yeah, you don't know if it's going to be Rip Zero Day.
That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean.
Try before you buy.
I was trying to be nicer about it, but yeah, you're right.
So I can steal it.
The 21st, he says. Oh, it's tomorrow. So there you go. 12 years for Dead Island 2. Yeah, well, at least they're going to get a game. And it's
God.
going to run better than Redfall, most likely. So there you go.
I think I was in high school when I saw that trailer.
They showed it alongside Quantum Break and
Yeah.
other ones.
Wow, that long ago?
Yeah, 2014.
Fuck.
That's when it was playable. They showed it before that. Like he said,
Wow.
12 years.
So
Definitely.
this is like your version of Duke Nukem Forever for you guys.
I guess. I mean, I don't know if the buildup is as high with a franchise. They only did one, but like I not to give any credit or discredit Dead Island. I just never really got into the first one or the Riptide, whatever the fuck that other one was called.
Yeah, I think Dreadpool hates that one.
I didn't play any of them. Yeah, like Left 4 Dead was my jam, not Dead Island, but you know.
Dead Island Reptar.
Reptar's Rage.
Don't forget there was an Escape from Dead Island. That one's okay, so it's that one that sucks. Okay.
Oh no. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, I think it's a third-person game or something. I'm still on RE4. I haven't even got to the island yet. Love Riptide too. Oh, there you go. Sony might have Armored Core this year, right? Right. Who gives a shit? Fuck Armored Core.
I didn't mind Armored Core.
It's alright, but like that's gonna be your game of the year or something. Like I don't know.
Not game of the year, but I do like when they come out because they only come out like once every like 6 years. You know what I mean?
Right.
They don't put them out every year. I don't know if it's going to be game of the year. It just depends on how much you like the mech like combat stuff.
Get Ubisoft Plus? No, because guess what? You could get all those games on the service for less than $17.
It costs more than Game Pass.
Yeah.
It should have been $4.99 a month extra.
Then you'd be talking.
Then you'd be good. But you want $18 a month? Are you crazy?
I
don't care what they give you. All the games are copy and paste. Escape was the best.
Was to be 2,
but they changed the name. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can self-wipe a creative. Wait, what?
Bro, you're gonna steal? That's not cool.
In a few weeks.
I know what he means, but no swiping.
I thought he was gonna wipe his ass in 2 weeks.
With the copy.
Swiper.
Self-wipe. I love how all the YouTubers said it's gonna be included in Game Ass. Dude, they say every game's coming to Game Pass.
He's coming to Game Pass.
Stone Cold's coming to Game Pass, bastards.
Stone Cold is coming to America, apparently. That's his new show.
Really?
Stone Cold Travels America or something.
He just rides around on a bike or something, or what does he do?
I think he goes with a camera crew, but I guess maybe they could give him a motorcycle.
Norman Reedus does that, where he just rides on a motorcycle just around town, and he just has a whole show about it.
Oh hell yeah! I'm looking for the bear at Frank's
So
house.
Stone Cold is getting a TV show where he travels the United States.
He drinks a beer in every bar he can find.
He can come to my town and look for Sasquatch and the bear that's roaming around.
There is a bear.
You can come over to the Pine Barrens and look for the Jersey Devil, you know? Imagine that. Oh,
okay.
Hell yeah.
Stone Cold looking for the Jersey Devil would be fucking funny.
That would be awesome.
Fucking funny.
To see him set up equipment and shit.
Yeah, that would be
there's a puddle over here. See these marks?
It's like one of those paranormal shows where it's all like night vision and he's like up close.
And it has like weird editing and like shitty music, you know? Like, oh man, that'd be so funny.
And it's like raining. It's like...
That would be such a great like parody. Just to get somebody in the fucking because like it's not far away. Like I could get to the Pine Barrens pretty quickly around here.
I would totally fucking look. I would totally watch that shit.
Oh, that's so funny. He's just in the fucking brush. Like...
Wow.
Yo,
like for Jimmy, nobody can find that dude.
I can't even.
They're gonna have ABK Plus.
I hear something over there. It's like
he throws cans of Bud Light down the hall.
He goes back. It's like a
He's
crush.
Gonna stun the Jersey Devil.
Why would he do that to a beer though? I'm still like 3 chats above.
Like
why?
Dude, if he does that shit, they're just gonna throw him out of the bar. We don't like your kind around here.
That's amazing. He just finds a crushed can of Bud Light. What happened?
Oh hell no! He didn't crush a Bud Light can. I don't know. Yeah, he needs to do the show
with a
looking
flashlight.
For the Jersey Devil.
Imagine
scary stories to tell him the Stone Cold.
Imagine he finds him and he just goes like this, and they throw him beers. Him and the Jersey Devil.
He's just like, Come on, there's always someone like standing by
This
a
is
corner.
where they
where he
dropped the
is.
ball with fucking WWE films. They should have done
Yeah.
a horror movie where Stone Cold's trying to break into Vince's house and kill him. He calls him on the phone. What's wrong, Vince?
Don't you want a game?
Stop
share?
calling me! And then he hears the door, like he's banging on the door and shit.
Why'd you turn off the game share, Vince?
Could you imagine though? He's just anywhere and they throw him a beer. He's like on top of
What's
the
that
Eiffel
Michael
Tower.
Keaton movie that Fred told me about? Something
Oh.
Heights.
Oh
Heights.
man,
Something Heights.
I don't know.
Where he's a crazy fucking guy. Pacific Heights, is that the movie?
Pacific Heights.
Yeah, 1990. Yeah.
Yeah, they should remake that with Vince as like the straight neighbor and Stone Cold as the Michael Keaton guy.
With Melanie Griffith.
It's
and
Ted
Matthew
Turner's
Green.
stepdaughter or something, I think.
Yeah. Holy shit, he looks pissed just in the poster.
I bought the Blu-ray because of Fred's recommendation.
He looks fucking evil.
It's like Stalked by Your Doctor, but it's worse.
Like, is it like Fatal Attraction type?
Kind of.
Okay, because I know
These
there's a
people
lot of
live
movies that were like
upstairs,
that.
and he just fucking fucks with them big time.
Oh, okay. I think you told me about this before, or
Yeah,
you
I
showed
think-
me
I
a
think
clip
we
or
talked about
something.
it or something.
Yeah, we might have talked
We
about
can
it.
watch it when you come here. I have it. I bought
Yeah.
it because of Fred, but yo, they should remake that with Stone Cold as Michael Keaton over there. Stalking Vince. Vince is too old now. Y'all are awesome. Love the laughter. Thanks, guys. Anytime, man. We just find the
Yeah, no
funniest
problem.
things to laugh about. It was because you said Pine Barrens. I was like, yeah, he's got to look for a Jersey Devil.
Yeah.
He fucks the people upstairs. No, he fucks them up.
That's a different Michael Keaton movie.
Yeah, one that hasn't been released, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Maybe Sly Stallone's catalog. Maybe, I don't know.
The McDonald's movie.
Stalin.
Yeah.
Stallone, huh? This guy's still around. He's gonna be in the MCU now. Isn't that scary?
He already was.
Oh, he's
In,
in Guardians 3, apparently. I didn't even know that movie's ready to come out. I
He was
thought
in
they were
Guardians
like
2, I
filming
think.
it this summer. Apparently, it's coming out this summer.
Yeah, it literally comes out like next month, I think, like early next month.
That's crazy. I never saw them anyway, so I have to watch them.
They're pretty good.
I like
I
to
would
wait till all this
say-
stuff is over.
Yeah, like, and as far as like how many Marvel films are, lackluster or not as good, Guardians holds up pretty well. I think a lot of people like that first one a lot, and I think you'll like it. And the soundtrack's good. It's like 70s rock stuff, so it's cool. That's kind of its gimmick, is like that kind of soundtrack, which is cool because it works for the characters and stuff. And the second one was good. The first one I think is the best one, but we'll see how 3 is. Like, but there's so many with Marvel films, like you don't even know where to start. But that's a good one that you can watch out of context of everything, and like it you can get it. It's not like,
Right.
wow, I had to watch 15 other Marvel films to get, like, it's obviously years, like, they connect them later, but that's not really important. You just you can just watch it and it's standalone, even though it's connected, if that makes sense. But,
Guardians Christmas special is great, says Dreadpool. Well, I'll have to check that out at some point. I'm so behind in movie. Ever since I lost my hearing, mostly in this ear, I used to watch movies all the time. I kind of like pick and choose now what I'm watching. And I have the home theater set up, but a lot of times, I'll be honest with you, just watch YouTube. YouTube has free movies. They got a lot of good ones, too. Ready to Rumble, the David Arquette, the WCW movies on there for free right now.
yep. Yeah, he was just at Monster Mania, David Arquette.
You should have told him, be like, yo, you fucked up, man. You shouldn't have let them kill you off. You know how much money you lost in the 7th movie? Oh my god, you're right.
They were showing that they had it was at the drive-in that I go to the other year. It was like they had actual like independent wrestling in a ring at the drive-in, and then they had like Ready to Rumble and something else on 35mm. I was like, that's kind of
Fucking
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's not on
So-
Blu-ray, you know that, right?
Wow, I didn't know
It's
that.
not on Blu-ray.
Damn. That's another one then that they probably won't.
23 years ago it came out, and it's not on fucking Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Just crayon DVD. Song It Is so addictive in the Christmas special. There you go. I love watching movies.
Yeah, I always like going in different, like, you know, never sticking to one thing, always just like putting on what you feel because you're always in a different mood. So whatever you feel like watching, it's always good to have like a decent library lined up, you know?
Right.
Like I want to have a walk-in room with just, you know, in my future, I envision a walk-in room like where there's just movies on every fucking wall, you know? Because I just like to have the shit physically, you know, for movies anyway. Because they're, I don't know, it's just
The movies
I
are on
like
the fucking
collecting.
disc. I
They're
don't
on the
buy a
disc.
movie and it downloads the rest of the movie later.
Yeah, and I know like, you know, digital things have also features on there, but I like the features. I like the behind the scenes stuff. Like that to me is like that's part of
Buying physical movies is different from buying physical games.
yeah, and it's just the tradition, like, you know, having it in a space where you can watch it, and it's like if I get a space in my future, it's going to be in a basement where I could put an OLED, and there's not like natural light coming in, and it's like, you know, it's just part of that. So
I really gotta build one of these days. I don't know when the fuck when. I gotta build a either a shed or another house on this property, and I gotta just build a fucking movie room in there.
yeah, like a
Not like a
fortress.
house, but like a little, like a pool
Yeah.
house, like in Fresh Prince, they had the pool house
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
backyard.
Oh yeah.
And just do it because we were sitting in the shop, and I'm just thinking, man, these chairs suck. They're getting old. And I'm like, imagine if we just had a fucking movie room where we have the movie chairs, we just sit down and just watch shit.
They got cup holders and shit. No one can spill anything.
Well, we know a couple of people that would spill shit.
There might be some crumbs somewhere. But yeah, a walk-in
That
room with
person
nothing but
could sit
Twilight
outside
theory.
and look through the window and watch movies.
You just open the window so they can hear the audio.
Or we could stream it and they can watch it on their phone outside. A walk-in room is nothing but Twilight Blu-rays. There
Yes,
you go.
every edition of Twilight from the UK to Japan to America, I'll have it all in a walk-in closet.
I have a movie with a room with a bathroom. Well, there you go.
Nice. That's killer, man.
Yeah, but imagine like you're watching a movie, someone used the bathroom and you just smell shit the rest of the film.
Yeah, that's
Oh!
bad. Like need some Lysol in that shit.
I can crap it so on. Well, there you go. Remember
That's
that
what I said.
Waybird ad? It showed the
Yeah.
guy on the toilet
The
playing
mirror.
fucking WWE.
Such an early 2000s ad. It's great.
It was edgy.
Edge.
I miss the edge.
Hearing him. Oh, man. Well, it was great, but I got to run. Frank's got to run because we got to be up early tomorrow. We got to go down to Bronx. And hopefully everything turns out good. So, even though
Yeah,
it's a
good
bad
luck with
situation.
everything.
Thank you. Again, happy birthday to Nick. If he's watching. I don't think he's watching, but whatever. I already wished him happy birthday, so we're good. Me and my kid's not some stranger. Doesn't mean you're not going to smell nothing.
Kids are pretty smelly.
Frank should know. He's a smelly kid right
Yeah.
now. Happy birthday, Nick. Well, thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
Dreadful.
thanks.
It's Anthony's brother, Nick. It's his birthday today, or it was his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
So he's one day old as 31. Was he 31, right?
Yeah, 92, right? That'd be 31. Yeah.
There you go. They're getting old.
I know.
Oh, man. I don't want to hear that. In the sink? Oh, stink. Oh, okay. Never mind. Talking about Corky or something over here. Remember there's that lie on the internet that life goes on, Corky shit in the sink. And it's totally never happened. But people, it's like this internet rumor, and it's like it happened. It's like, no, there's no episode where he ever shits in the sink.
It's like some lost like crappy pasta
It's like
episode.
some bootleg
wanna see that.
Mandela effect thing. It's like, no, it's not true. He never shit in the damn sink. There was never an episode of Courtney shitting in the sink.
It's like it doesn't exist.
And don't you think it would have been on YouTube, people? Because people are always like, well, upload the clip on YouTube. And the guy's like, I don't know how to use YouTube. It's like, shut up.
Oh, shut up. He doesn't have it.
These fucking posts
I
on
need
the
to
internet.
find that episode.
It's like this internet myth that it happened. And it's like, no.
I would
Check your DM for the shed idea. I will. I've had to use the sink before when I was... Oh, man. Good thing we don't have smell-o-vision. Oh, not yet. You know, Leisure Suit Larry 7 had that.
Ugh.
It came with a little scratch board, and you scratched it and sniffed it.
Yeah, the Rugrats Wild Thornberries movie thing had that, the scratch and sniff shit. And it would be like, you know, you would get it from Burger King, but you'd have to like scratch it every time it would pop up on the screen and you would smell it and it would be like what was going on in the scene, you know? Yeah. That was like 2003, 2000, 2004, something like that.
20 years ago. Crazy.
Yeah. That was a big deal. Rugrats and Wild Thornberries were like, shit.
Could make it single scroll. Good thing we don't have to, yeah.
That was Go Wild. That's what it was called. Rugrats Go Wild. 03.
I have that because I bought the
June
Blu-ray.
13th, 2003, actually, to be exact. So that's like right around the corner.
Yeah, I bought what was it, a year or two ago? I bought the Blu-ray with all 3 movies.
Right.
I thought it was all the episodes on TV, but it was the movies. We're going to get all the episodes, though. Walmart has them for like $40.
Yeah, it says that they called it odorama, which allowed them to smell the outdoors and aromas in the film, similar to the scratch and sniff cards of 1960s Smell-O-Vision. So yeah, it literally was from that. That's cool.
All right.
Goes back to 60s.
I'm out of here. I want to thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support, everybody. Everyone was great tonight. I want to thank everybody for the super chats. I think there's RWK and let me go back here. See if I can go back as further as I can here. RWK and the Alchemist with the super chats tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks a lot.
And
Thank you.
I don't know when I'll be back full time or whatever, but I'll be back at some point. But yeah, RWK, thanks, man. I appreciate it. You've been awesome too. When I've been in chat rooms just saying hello to people, he's been there. So it's awesome. Thank you. I'll catch you guys later. Take care. Check out Dreadpool's channel. Check out M3 TV on YouTube with Jesus and wrestling stuff. A lot of wrestling's going down. A lot of wrestling news. You have to promote your brother-in-law. I told Dreadpool about him.
Yeah. Crap.
He does the spirits.
Or you want to put the link in the thing later, or do you want me to drop it in the chat now?
Drop it in the chat now. But what's the name of it? I don't even know. I forgot.
His channel is Sticky Paranormal. I'm gonna drop it in the chat right now. He doesn't know how to edit that well. He's mostly on TikTok, so it's kind of janky. But
yeah, I'll start somewhere.
I'll drop it in the chat. There you go.
Anthony, he's got like 100 million subscribers on
TikTok.
TikTok.
He has almost 90,000 TikTok followers. So
yeah, TikTok's a different animal for sure.
Oh, you sub to that? Oh yeah, because I told Dreadpool about that.
He has 1.44 thousand subs. So on YouTube.
So he goes to the cemeteries with an app.
Yeah, he has like all the paranormal equipment and apps and all kinds of stuff, and he
live streams, and you see the ghosts and stuff walking around the cemeteries.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Like some of it is really freaky. I don't know. It's weird. You guys should check it out if you're into that stuff.
If you have TikTok, go ahead. I don't have that. I don't know how to use it.
Yeah, he's mostly on there.
But I do like paranormal stuff. I'm,
Then YouTube is the place. His channel is the place to go. Then sub to that. I'm subbed. I gotta put that in my when you go to my channels, I gotta put that in the top channels so people see it. Who else do we have to promote? I'm forgetting. I shouldn't be forgetting. We gotta promote Anthony. Let's talk Resident Evil. You'll be live again. You were live today, right?
I probably won't be live. Yeah, I was live today just to kind of, pop in because I haven't been live since before I did the review or finished the review, but I'll probably be consistently live next week.
Right.
Probably starting
I gotta watch
Monday.
your review, but I heard it was good.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, no, it definitely took a few weeks to work on, and I didn't want to live stream while I was working on it because I knew people would be asking about like what I think of it and everything. So I wanted to make sure that was, that was good.
Dreadpool's right. We gotta promote It's VB on YouTube, Vengeful
Yep.
Brick on Twitch. Check his channel out. And I think that's all the channels we have to promote for tonight. But again, I want to thank you all for watching. Appreciate the support, everybody.
Yes, thank you.
Professional and private. It's been great. Thank you. And yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Everyone, take care. Have a great weekend. And Richard, yeah, he's not here tonight, but he'll probably watch on the download. Richard has stuff in the works, but I will let you know when I get that information. He has a review coming up for something, so when he does, we will drop it in the link as well. So,
Cool.
All right, everyone, take care, stay safe, have a good one,
Take care. Everyone.
Bye.
and peace out. Bye bye.
Bye bye.